Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is the second half of the season right here, and we're playing the Cheney Diamond Dogs. But the exciting thing is that you're back, Jared. I mean, I'm healthy and ready to go, and I know you're looking forward to coming back. And I bet you didn't think when you came back it'd be the Cheney Diamond Dogs, who's in first place with a 21-game winning streak and 16 straight games. They've scored double digits.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies that plays in the league, and they played Cheney early in the season, and they said Cheney scares them a lot.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. I mean, like you just said, they haven't scored single digits in a while.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, and I know for the Sluggin Rebels, we got to play them the July 3rd, kind of a game, on military night, and that was kind of unscheduled, the game you missed, but we did get to play him, and we learned a lot. I mean, the biggest thing that I could see from it is experience. You got guys. I mean, you look up down that roster. I know you're familiar with a lot of the guys on the Cheney Diamond Dogs because they played in the World Series for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
We all know that. When you look at, you see Ashby, you see George Speck. I mean, you see Alex Epp. I mean, you see there's Enzo, which we all know who Enzo is. He played here for 3 years, and then he's played for them now his second year. So anyway, they've got a lot of returners while we're pretty young. We're a young team. So I was hoping that game that we had set up the other day that maybe they'll learn a little on that one.
Yeah, and for Newton, I mean, coming back, I didn't really keep up with the team that much, but I heard there's some roster moves and some people, left and everything. But now we got a new DH playing the 3-hole.
Right, from Midlothian. He was actually a teammate of Drake Gerard from Midlothian, Texas, and then he was playing in the Northwoods League and Texas guy, and he's going to be coming up here, and he's showing some good things for us right there, and so we'll see what happens to with Mr. Hill. As a matter of fact, he was the game MVP the other day with going for three hits. So
pretty exciting as Balin White's now on the mount for the Newton Sluggin Rebels.
It's definitely a hot day out here. I mean, it's I know a lot of people are concerned about playing in the heat index, but right now. But I think with the time going set, it's going to be a little cooler.
So that one's outside for ball number 1.
And the one thing a pitcher wants to do in this situation is throw strikes because you don't want to keep your team out there. So right now, White's just got to settle in.
Correction.
There you go.
It's now 2-1.
George Speck, who we've seen at Dallas Baptist, very good player. The thing is, he's very aggressive. Most of these guys are aggressive. They'll be jumping on that first good fastball, and they make pitchers work.
White's trying to practice with the new ball, trying to get his grip right. George Speck, he's playing second for the Cheney Diamond Dogs as he takes a swing at that one. That'll be strike number 2, 2-2 count. And yeah, it feels good to be back. It feels like almost 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, and like I said, we had Andrew come in, and I don't know if you heard any of that.
I checked in.
Your buddy, so he came in and filled in for you. And
checked in every once in a while right before I was going to bed, and looked like you guys are having fun as this one's hit up the middle. And that'll be a single for Speck.
And that's the two things that I was going to pinpoint is that the one thing that the Sluggin Rebels need to work on is watching teams get their leadoff guys on. The other thing is shut down innings. And when you and I talked about this before, so when after you score, you got to shut them down. You can't let them. And the other day we tied it up against them. 5 runs we scored, made it a 7-7 game. Then guess what? Cheney comes back and scores 3. So I mean, it's just something that he's got to focus on. And it's been, when you were here.
Yeah, I mean, the two things you point out, we've been talking about this whole year,
And they've been battling that. And I think once they could figure and get over that and figure that out, they could be a different team.
As White checks back, Speck at first. That's Brock Roden. Is it Roden? R-O-D-D-E-N?
Yes, I think.
He'll take strike number 1.
Like I said, they'll make you work. I mean, like I said, they're experienced. They know, especially young pitchers. They'll get in young pitchers' heads a lot. And you can't let them. You just can't let them.
Yeah, Cheney's very dangerous on the bats. That one will be a little away for ball number 1.
You can see right there using a little off speed, trying to upset him a little.
Man on first. We'll check back again. Be safe.
It's interesting seeing Derek Shaver at first base. He's a right-handed pitcher that went to Wichita State, but when he came here, went from Grand Junction, Colorado. He was a position guy. He was an infielder, and they converted him to a pitcher. Now he's back with us playing the infield.
2-1 count now for Brock. Man on first. So that one just gets away from White.
Yeah, just
looking at his fingertips, thinking he lost a grip.
Well, a lot of humidity out there.
It's hot out. It's very
sweat. Yeah.
Very hot out.
But, you know, you look at both teams have to deal with this. So that's one thing you always got to remember.
White gets this one to be popped up towards the left field, but that'll be foul. Now full count. Second full count already.
You know, and the thing in a situation like a team like this, you got to have your A game. To beat them, you have to have an A game. And because they don't have to have their A game. Yeah, obviously, to be a very good team. But we need to have their A game, and we can't let them have the big innings. We need to stay right there. We're capable of a big inning, like we had 5 runs against them the other day.
White. Spock will go. That'll be called a ball. And what I've seen so far, I mean, just in these first 2 batters is Balin looks like he's kind of losing a grip on the ball. Yeah. He's asking Jackson Young at catcher, you know, hey, kind of get some dirt on it so I can get a better grip. It seems like his palms are something sweating, you know.
Well, and then he comes up with this no outs, and you got one of the league's most dangerous hitters up.
And Lenny Ashby.
Yeah, Ashby's playing at the University of New Mexico. Hit about 350 this spring.
He's playing left field. And on second and first. He'll hit this one towards right field.
I don't think he got all of it.
And he just got a little under it as the right fielder will make the play on that one, but that will advance the runner at second as he will tag up. That play was made by Easton Elliott. Just got some wheels on him. He's pretty fast.
Yeah, he got after it. I mean, that's about almost the 375 right there. But the thing is that he did move the runner to scoring position, and that's the biggest thing when you make an out, move somebody, because you are going to make outs. You know, it's just. But you know, the worst thing I always feel, you know, like a strikeout. You know, you don't. What do you accomplish from that? But at least move the runner.
So now we got Ryan Scott, the center fielder, up to the bat, as he'll loop this one right into right field, and this will score a run for the Diamond Dogs as no one's there to back up first to get Scott in a little pickle situation, but that'll be a hit and a run for the Diamond Dogs.
Well, right there, White, he came up with an off speed, but he hung it. And like I said, experienced players like Ryan Scott, they just take that high off the speed, just take it to right field. Just not a big swing. Just dropped it right in there.
Noah Brewer, the first baseman, up to the plate, and he gets another blooper right into center field. And they'll score another run for the Diamond Dogs as their bats are hot right now.
Yeah, that's
number 9, the third baseman, Alex.
Same spot from Ryan Scott as well.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do? I mean, it's just, and you just can't be right down the middle. And right now, Balin White doesn't have his command.
I can't imagine how frustrated he is right now because as a pitcher, you don't want to give up hits like those.
No.
I mean, if you want to give up a hit, give up a line drive or something like that, not a little blooper. So looks like he got away again from him. So that'll be a ball.
And Balin White was one of our all-stars that you and I were talking about before the game, and of course he didn't pitch yesterday because he's pitching today.
1-0 count for Alex Epp.
Excuse me, 2 days ago.
So foul this one back, 1-1. Not that many it's been a good amount of pitches thrown already, but score's already 2-0.
Well, no, like I said, they know how to get a pitch count up. They make you work. We talked about that. The only thing you can do as a pitcher, try to be efficient, hit your spots.
And on second and first.
See, like try to use a little two-seamer right there going away. You could see the ball going away, but just missed it.
As Epp takes the ball and runners advance, but he gets thrown out second. They'll bring up 2 outs.
I don't know if they were trying to do it look like something like a hit and run type thing because he was pretty disappointed and he didn't swing. But that helped us out right there. They did move the runner.
2 outs now for the Sluggin Rebels. So he'll swing at that one for a high strike 2. Full count now, third one of the inning.
Yeah, like I said, the whole lineup, I mean, you kind of go, well, down the bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, 9, whatever, they're still good.
Even the 7 spots at DH as this one's hit to the second baseman, and he'll make the play on that one, and they'll end the inning for the Newton Sluggin Rebels. As we head to the bottom of the first, as the score is already 2-0 with the Diamond Dogs on top. And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first as Ethan Guerra is now up to the plate. So he'll take ball number 1. He'll foul this one off towards third base. We were talking beforehand about the pitcher for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. It's Jace Miner. He's from WSU, a lefty. And he's had himself a pretty good season so far in the Sunflower League. He has a 3.56 ERA. He's 2-1 on the season. So that one's a little inside for ball number 2.
Yeah, it's what we were talking about. I mean, they're pretty dangerous. I mean, they have they've got it all, and they play great defense. They've got all 3 of them going.
17.2 innings pitched. So that one's hit up right up to the middle.
Oh, it took a little hop for him.
A little hopper, and
Yeah, that
make the
didn't
play at second base.
That sure didn't help Ethan right there.
Now batting for the Sluggin Rebels, number 7.
Miner has 17.2 innings pitched with 22 strikeouts, 7 walks, and they only gave up 16 hits.
Yeah, no, he's like I said, this whole staff.
Pretty impressive.
Like I said, and if you're gonna, like I said, you beat a team like this, this is what we want to get like this. We want to get to the World Series.
As Drake Gerard takes ball number 1.
Just real simple. I used to preach this as a college coach. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know, and you got to take care of all the other teams that are below. You know what I mean? But you're supposed to be better than. But if you're going to battle teams like this, you can't be afraid of them. You got to come after them. And like I said, the only thing we've got between them right now, they got a lot of like I said, experience. We got youth.
2-0 count now. So that's ball number 3 for Gerard.
And Gerard from Tabor College, Midlothian, Texas.
And it'll take strike number 1, 3-1 count now. And you're just trying to get people on base at this point. Try and get something going after giving up two runs at the start of the game.
Gerard, there you go.
Gerard draws a walk.
I was going to say Gerard's hitting 290, so he's not bad with wood bats.
Caleb Hill up to the plate. One of a player I'm not familiar with so far. This is my first time seeing him at bat, but I've heard good things. He was player of the game the other night.
The other night. Got on 3 times and had some big hits. Especially in that 5th inning. So
we got Drake Gerard on first. We'll take ball number 1. And I'll kind of get away from Miner. 1-0 count. Home run here would just wipe away the whole first inning.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Even that out. Hill right now hitting 200. Only 10 at-bats.
So he'll swing at that one and do the walk of shame.
Well, and then look at you got a lefty on lefty situation right here.
A little bit tougher.
So we'll see.
1-1. These lefty on lefty matches are pretty rare to come by.
Yeah, and I mean the biggest thing is all you lefties, go ahead and take it to left field if you have to. If they just go with the pitch.
Take that one for a ball. 2-1. 1 out. As Tyler Palmer's on deck. Hill swings on another low strike.
Yeah, that was pretty low right there. But like I said, that's lefties love to swing at those low pitches.
2-2 count now.
For some reason, I never could figure that out. But, it's like even major league guys, whatever, they like that low pitch because they can go down, drop that barrel, and hit it a long ways. Mm-hmm. Yeah, extend it.
2-2. And he'll hit this one. Just got a little 2 under it towards center field.
Whoa.
And it'll be right over the center fielder's head as Gerard would advance to third, and there'll be a I don't know if you count that as an error or a hit. But
that's a hit. I think you got to give him a hit. It's like it just floated over him. So
that just got by the center fielder Ryan Scott on that one. So bring up Tyler Palmer.
It's great.
Who at the start of the season was pretty hot. And he's been kind of continuing, and
Yeah, he's been working on his game, and he's had some good game. You know, we actually him and I talked quite a bit about hitting, and it's that outside pitch he's got to keep working on. So it's going to be interesting to see how they pitch him here. They went inside.
Palmer gets inside, and that's going to be called for strike number 1.
I was about to say he just needs a good pitch to drive right now. Get a run, get this score in half.
Yeah, I mean, Gerard's pretty fast from what I've seen, so I mean, if they get a deep ball, they'll surely score a run, and he'll hit this one right up the middle, and it'll kind of bobble the shortstop. And
see, and you and I always talk about the advantage we have with this infield. You really have to charge it. You really have to come after because it'll just grab it.
Yeah, it also kind of seems like they kind of cut the grass a little shorter than usual.
Yeah, that seems like it, doesn't it?
So that will be...
That will probably be an error, I'm sure. But
I
maybe
think we'll count that as an error, and they'll score a run for the Rebels. So now there's a man on third and first, 1 out only, and Palmer's already out. Gone out.
Yeah.
He'll be safe at second with a steal. Stolen base.
There you go. That's the way to answer back right here. That's what we want to see.
You just broke up the double play just like that.
Just like that. And now same situation here.
Dalton Patton.
Patton get a good drive it. Now, and again, look, the infield's playing back. Even if he puts a ground ball on there, we score another run. And that's the biggest thing Patton's mind, that I got to tie this game up.
Yep, if I'm Patton, or even any batter, I'm thinking right through that third baseline. Because with Palmer's speed already, he's ready to go. You probably round third and get you 2 more runs.
But see how the second baseman's playing way up the middle. Everybody can see on the screen too. If you hit some ground ball even to the right side, you're going to score a run. If he pitches you away, just take it that way.
1-2 now for Patton. He'll stay alive on that one. That will be fouled back.
I mean, the point I'm always trying to make is there's different ways to score. It doesn't have to be a long fly ball. And I think some players say, I want to drive the ball. I want to hit the heck out of it.
No, just like last time with Palmer, if you just hit it to
just put it in play.
1-2.
Oh, he barely got that.
Patton was really just trying to stay alive on that one. He thought maybe I can crank it, but
like I say, you see the infield. I mean, everybody could see on the screen back there. I hope that you could see how far back the defense is on the infield. And so any ground ball, especially in this grass, is going to score.
So I'll get away from Minor. 2-2 now. 1 out.
And this is good that they're making Minor work, especially the first inning. You didn't want him to get out 1, 2, 3.
So we're only in the first inning yet. We have a pretty good scoring game already as Patton will just strike out right there.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. That was a late break-in on the outside. I mean,
it seemed like it was a nice pitch to swing at.
Yeah. Well, if he didn't swing, it's probably strike 3 anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, it's.
So now we got Easton Elliott.
Elliott's been hot of late.
Elliott, he made the pretty great play out in right field in the last inning. As he will swing at the first pitch and then strike number 1.
And Elliott's kind of guy, like I say, if he puts it on the ground too, he makes things happen. I mean, the worst thing for him is just an easy fly ball because he has wheels. He has speed that if he can hit a gap even.
0-1. And he'll swing at another one. It was a little away.
Yes, it's getting a little long right there. He just needs to shorten it up. Now, this 2-strike approach, put it in play, choke up, whatever you have to do. Just because, I mean, right now he's got the tools.
0-2 count.
I'm very impressed with this guy.
Chase Minor.
Good eye.
That'll be away. They thought that was going to be strike 3, but Ump says no. That's going to be ball number 1.
But Elliott, he was also an all-star.
One of, what did you say?
9.
9 all-stars. And that's another pitch.
It's a pretty good showing. I mean, by the Sluggin Rebels have 9 all-stars.
That pitch right there, if you guys could see on your screens, the pitcher and the catcher just think Man, I got these strike threes, and there it is finally.
Yep, that's a good pitch. There's nothing you can do.
And with that, they'll
That broke. That part of that break right there. Good break.
With that, they'll bring up the top of the second, as the score is 2-1 in the Diamond Dogs' favor. And with that, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the second inning, as Balin White looks to get a closeout inning after we scored 1 run off 2 hits. Actually, 1 hit, and 1 of them was an error. Now we got Balin White. So pitch first ball strike to the DH Enzo, as that will be hit towards center field, and I believe that was Palmer. Palmer will be right under that one to make the out.
Enzo knows his field pretty well, playing here 3 years, ex-Rebel, and he was an All-Star MVP 1 year for our team, and he's still playing. He just finished playing at Southwestern State, Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm. So he just finished playing there, and I think I talked to him the other day, and it sounds like he's moving on with his job. He's got a job now, so but he still loves playing the game.
There's Francisco Guevara up to the plate, as that one get right past Jackson Young. That'll be ball number 1. 1 out. Oop. So that'll be swinging strike at 1.
And it's always good to get that first out. I think right there, just getting that first out makes things a little better. You can take a little breath and come after the other guys.
So that will leave the glove of Young again. And now it's 2-1.
He's looking at his glove. Make sure he didn't pick up the ejecto mitt or something like that. Just that's what we always used to say.
So get Balin to, or sorry, not Balin. Balin would get Francisco to swing at that one. That'll be fouled back. 2-2. One out. Francisco is the catcher for the Diamond Dogs. Just thinking about swinging at that one, but that one was a little too away and low for ball number 3.
Well, and the thing he's doing better right now, just in this short, pitches this second inning, is he's locating his fastball better, but he's got to get his off speed, his secondary pitches. We'll see what he's got right here.
4th full count. This will be a walk. There'll be 2 walks now for White. Off his 4th full count.
Yeah,
and like we said before, we were talking about it during the break. I noticed Balin was losing grip a lot. Asking Young to rub the ball into some dirt, and he's licking his fingers, and it just seemed like it's a little humid out.
Yeah. Both pitchers were having trouble. It seemed like. It's just whoever makes the adjustments.
It's Connor Miles, the right fielder at the plate. Look at ball number 1. Man on first.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's the 9-hole right here, because then you get the dangerous top of the lineup coming up. Even more dangerous.
Well, from what I've seen, the 9-hole's been risky as that one's popped up to left field. And see
wow. Wow. Beautiful catch.
That's a great catch by Drake Gerard.
That's ESPN highlights if we had that right there. He went over his shoulder and caught it. I mean, I didn't think he had a chance. That ball was flowing over by the fence.
Yep. Is that great play in the field was sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000. And they'll bring up 2 outs with the top of the lineup, George Speck.
And speaking of Carl Hodges, we talked the other day, visited, texted, whatever you want to. Is that what you guys say, talking now,
Yeah.
But anyway, and he was under the weather. And he says he wants to come back out here, and he's about ready, feeling better, just like you, feeling better. And then because we need him out of here, he's the guy who started this back in the year 2000. The Rebels.
1 out count for Speck. 2 outs now, man on first. I'll get away. Ball number 2.
Speck's definitely a dangerous hitter. Saw him quite a few games playing in the regionals and for Dallas Baptist for the last couple of years.
2 out count with 2 outs. Cowan.
He's overthrowing right there.
Yeah. Cowan's in the dirt. Ball number 3. 3 out count.
The trouble is when you walk a lot, your pitch count goes up there. Up. And on a hot day like this, it's pretty humid. You can see swaying quite a bit. That you hope your starting pitchers get through 5 innings or 6 or something.
That's why we'll check him at first and not just get away. So that was a bad throw by.
Yeah, you just don't do that at this ballpark, especially like Andrew and I were talking about it because. Well, look what happens. Look how far it is.
Every time the ball gets away from the first baseman, there's a guaranteed runner on third.
Yeah, because there's no way the second baseman or the right fielder can get over there. I just wish he would just focus on the hitter right there. It didn't look like he was going to run. It wouldn't look like he was running, especially 3-0 count. He's probably not going to steal. He's going to make him throw a strike in there.
So now we got a man on third after that error by.
That's one of those things. Again, the young pitchers and young players got to learn.
And he'll eventually walk Speck.
Now, the worst case would have been runner on first and second.
Mm-hmm. And now we got runner on third and first.
Right.
But yeah, I've counted so far. We've had 4 full counts so far.
Yeah, that's
for White. So I mean, he's
just need to get out of this, and it's tough because here's another guy. He walked Brock, Rodin. Is it Rodin or Rodin?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Rodin, but I also
we could ask Craig. Is it Rodin or Rodin? Rodin. Okay.
That's what I was thinking because there's 2 D's.
If you want to say something on Facebook, let us know the pronunciation. Make sure on Facebook and on YouTube.
That one's high for ball number 1.
We're not using Facebook this week. We got our guy back, Jared, so we're ready to go.
If I can figure out a way to get on Facebook, I'll find a way.
Yeah, there you go.
1 out count, 2 outs, man on third and first.
Nice stop.
That one almost got by Jackson Young.
This is a key right here. Your pitcher right here has got to set a good tone right there. I mean, if we can stop, if we can get it out of this inning.
This would be huge.
It'd be huge. It'd be get that 0. I mean, it's important.
2 out count now for Rodden. White checks back again.
Yeah. I don't know why,
very risky right now.
And all he has to do is just step off. And that's what I tell pitchers, just step off. Just let them know he's thinking about me. But when you make a throw.
That was another low ball. Young's out here playing goalie, it seems like.
Yeah, I tell you, that's tough for any catcher today.
Yeah, tough for a pitcher and catcher when the ball's just not even going into the net at this point.
I'm saying the catcher with the equipment on.
Mm-hmm.
And
Just trying to hit a spot.
This is key right here.
3-0. He'll get this one to be popped up towards left field, and this will be in play.
We might have got a break. We got a break.
We got a break on
3-0
left field.
count.
3-0 count. We get out of that inning.
Wow.
By that play from the left fielder, Jack Bell.
Yeah, and here's what, again, it's like through the years, I just want to say this before you go to break, is I've never seen in all the years I've coached more 3-0 swings. And that one, I think, hurt the Diamond Dogs because I think if he just let it go, I mean, you got a pitcher that's struggling, and if he lets it go, it's 3-1.
And then you got Lenny Ashby up.
Yeah, you got your one of the most dangerous guys in the league hit, and you might walk, and then you have the bases loaded for Lenny, So, but anyway, I'm happy he did it.
And with that, they'll bring up the bottom of the second. Score is 2-1. 3 hits for the Diamond Dogs and 1 hit for the Sluggin Rebels. They each have an error, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the second inning as the Sluggin Rebels are up to the plate. Only down by 1.
Yeah, Shaver. I was going to say, you and I were talking about 6'3", 205.
From WSU, so we have some acquaintances. WSU pitcher versus WSU hitter. So that's going to be ball number 1 for Schaefer. We'll look at strike number 1.
Shaver still looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 7. Tell you, he's played some great second base. He's right. He turned like 4 or 5 double plays.
Today he's playing first.
Yep.
And he'll hit this one towards right field as they'll be fouled off.
It's a little behind it. He's the type of guy, I think, if he ever got a hold of it, get the ball more out in front of him in the zone, he could probably drive the ball.
Very small sample size. Only 7 at-bats, and he's now stepped into this role of now he's in the lineup seems like for good. As he kind of lunged at that one, but that'll be fouled off. It'll still be strike number 2. 1-2. The ump will wipe off the plate.
It's always tough for the umpires. I was talking to him down there. They're in that nice air-conditioned room before the game. I said, if you need anything, we've got, Brooke down there. She's the lady that does our training. Keeps an eye on she keeps an eye on everything. The heat index, and we're one of the few teams that have a trainer that's there all the time. So, all the home games.
1-2 count now. Schaefer look at inside 1, and that'll be called strike number 3.
Yeah, you got to swing at anything close. You have to be sitting fastball right there, too.
Yeah, Schaefer thought that was a ball.
Yeah, you can't. Not on a fastball like that. You got to be ready to swing.
So now we got the catcher, Jackson Young, also from WSU. He's been playing pretty good for us.
Yeah, defensively he's done a great job. He's only hitting 143 right now. 5 for 35. He's been making some good contact, though.
So we called for strike number 1. Jackson's defense has saved us a couple of runs in the past.
Yeah, no, they have.
Especially today,
Yeah.
Balls slipping from Balin White, it seems like, is just not hitting their zones as Young will hit this up to the center fielder, and that'll be an amazing play
Great catch.
by the center fielder. That was Ryan Scott, who basically made up for that ball hit over his head.
But Young hit that pretty well. That's what I'm saying. I'm starting to see better contact from him like that. He's been doing it probably the last 2 or 3 games, and I think he'll start improving a lot. He just needs a lot of at-bats, I think.
The left fielder, number 6, Jack Bell.
It's now Jack Bell who got us out of that questionable last half inning. Now to the plate.
Now here's a guy right here I'm very proud of, Coffeyville, JUCO, probably our hottest hitter. I mean, I remember when he first started the season, you never talked about it. He was struggling. His swing and everything, and he's kind of, he's one of the hottest hitters. And he ended up being an all-star and had having 3 hits in the all-star game. So, just doing a great job.
1-1 count, 2 outs. As that'll be called a strike. 1-2 now. Bell gets another swinging strike on the inside pitch. There'll be another strikeout for Minor. And with that, they'll bring up the top of the 3rd. Score 2-1 in favor of the Cheney Diamond Dogs, and the hot hitter Lenny Ashby is going to be up to the plate. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 3rd. As Lenny Ashby, like I said before we went to break, is now up to the plate. And Lenny almost hit it to right field as they're chatting with the 3rd baseman, Gerard.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of these guys know each other.
Ashby, look at strike number 1.
Especially Ashby. He's been in the league for 3 years, I believe. So he knows people here.
He's very familiar. As his last at bat, he almost hit it towards right field, but this will be popped up in the out of play, but will be in play. As Shaver makes a play on that one.
Get that. It's a big out. That first one again, especially a guy like Ashby. Do you know where Ashby's from?
No idea.
Aruba.
Aruba.
One of my favorite islands. I got to coach the USA team twice there. And get to play in some tournaments. Great ball players from Venezuela. All over that area, Caribbean. And it was beautiful. It's a little island about 20-something miles. And him and I talk about it quite a bit.
It's Ryan Scott out to the plate. Takes strike number 1.
And he had the opportunity to come to the States and play at junior college, and then got picked up, and played 4 years.
So now it's a 1-1 count for Ryan Scott, who made a pretty amazing play out in center field the last half inning.
And when I'm getting back into Aruba, it's about all they do. Whoa. Yeah.
Scott will wear a pitch on that one. Now faced with 1 out, man on first. with Noah Brewer, the first baseman.
Number 7, Noah Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer the first time had a base hit. He's the one that was caught stealing. So you've never been to Aruba, huh?
Never been to Aruba. I didn't even know where it was to begin with. When you said it, I was like, oh.
That's true.
Man on first. 1 out. So that's another ball in the dirt. And now advance Ryan Scott. Yeah, it seems like White is just not.
No, he's struggling. I mean, he's good enough that he's struggling right here and getting some help. But it's not the Balin White that we know, that's usually pretty sharp and he's having trouble with some of his location. And
Yeah, I mean, like I said a million times, what I've seen is just he's losing grip, Just can't, he can get a fastball, but, trying to throw those off speeds that really get the hitters, just can't do it. That'll be a dead ball, hits the up in the catcher's mask. 2-0 count now. Man on second, 1 out.
he's thrown 23 balls, 18 strikes. So when
Not the best ratio.
No, that's not what you want. And it's tough. I mean, it's tough being on that bump.
Especially against hitters like these.
Yeah.
That a little low. Ball number 3. Another 3-0 count as we finally take our first mount visit.
Yeah, I don't know if they're looking at somebody else right there, hoping you get it there, but it looks like they're staying with him.
Yeah.
What, there is?
Someone's throwing in the bullpen already for the
that's
Sluggin Rebels.
Well, it's somebody else in the bullpen, but not a Rebel, so
Okay,
figure that out.
I was going to say, it's a little too early, but I feel like it was a little too early to start warming someone up.
Yeah, but you do not want to get this.
You don't want to pull them when it's too late at this point.
Yeah, I always had the thing, I'd rather take a pitcher too early than too late. And, it just depends on what coach has in mind here. And you want him to get out of this.
3-0 count.
Okay, now if he walks him, it's not the worst thing right now. You got your double play situation. But he's got to come in there and he's got to come after him, throw strikes.
3-0, another 3-0 count. Went to a walk.
Because he's walked 4 batters and hit 1.
Yeah, walked 4 batters. 2 of them were 3-0 counts, and 2 of them were full counts. So, just not.
Yeah, no, it's not a Balin White kind of start.
Well, hopefully, he can get out of this as Alex Epp up to the plate. So he gets that one in for strike number 1. But double play here would be massive for the Rebels right now. And wow, that was very confusing. As that would definitely score a run for the Diamond Dogs. As White checked back, but the first baseman or Schaefer just wasn't even there.
Yeah, that's, I don't know why you worry about the guy on first base, too. You know what I mean?
I think that's what Schaefer was trying.
Yeah,
to,
no, that's what he's
saying.
Playing back,
like, what are we doing?
You can't have the mental breakdowns right there like this.
It's going to be a tough break for Balin White.
That takes you out of your double play.
Yep, and then that ball gets away from Jackson Young, and they'll score another run for the Diamond Dogs. Yeah, I feel like as a coach, you're kind of put in a tough spot because it's only the top of the third at this point. It's just,
and I've always had it where if a pitcher doesn't have it, especially against tough team, I always told a pitcher, and I think a guy that's out there listening, Jay Gibbs was that guy. I'd sit there and go, hey, if he doesn't have it, be ready to go, be ready, just stay loose or what, read the game. I always just say read the game, because if you're sitting there and the pitcher's just not having it, and we got to stay in the game, we got to stay close, and you can't have a lot of separation. If the score keeps going, it's going to be hard for us to stay with them. And so you always had somebody ready, you know.
So far, we have no one warming up for the Rebels. It's a low strike.
And believe me, I want Balin to get out of this, but, you know, you can't make those mental errors, you know, 2 errors, throwing the ball away and not communicating with your first baseman.
That'll be popped up.
That was him. Oh,
That'll be foul.
that was real close, wasn't it?
I think when he caught it, I think
Yeah.
Young's foot was out.
Barely. But,
2-2.
but you know, in these kind of games, it's almost like and it depends on what he's got pitching, the rest of the you got a 4-game series.
Yeah. So White looks to get out of this, and that'll be ball number 3.
I guarantee the one that's more disappointing is Balin, you know, because he's a competitor and great guy. You know, he's been one of our players of the game up here. And
Yeah, I mean, this is not anything like the Balin White we've, noticed as he'll walk another pitcher or batter. As we
that's
still
his
only
fifth,
have one out.
fifth batter. And you got a guy that could hit it out of the park, which he's probably hit more home runs in his park, I'd say probably in the last 4 years, is Enzo. You know,
Out of entry. Up to the plate, the DH.
it's a good pitch there. Good. That's
All speeds in for a strike.
but was great about it. He got Ashby. He got that first out. It was a tough out.
But then it just
Hit batter,
mental
walk.
errors. So that'll be another off-speed inside, ball number 1.
And believe me, I know Enzo here. He's going to be looking for that fastball, the first good fastball.
So it's another check back. He's safe.
You know, and the other thing is Shaver's his first game at first base, so he hasn't even really worked with him at all this summer. And just what I'm saying is just different.
So that ball just ever so slightly gets away from Jackson Young, and there'll be enough separation from Jackson and the ball to advance up to first or second. And that's all. I mean, that's another thing. I think it's also just a miscommunication. You know, I haven't seen Young miss this many, balls that just hit off the top of the glove and anything like that. So it just seems like he's just missing his spots.
Right.
And, it's just it's tough right now being the pitcher and catcher as he'll round this one up to the third baseman Gerard, and he'll make the play.
Gerard.
It'll be out number 2.
And Gerard's definitely solid. He's a gold glove kind of third baseman over there.
He made that amazing play out in
Oh,
that foul territory.
yeah,
He
just made that.
got right under it.
It's
Francisco Guevara.
Now, he walked last time, and then it was he's one that he tried to pick him off right there, too. And so right here, just get out of this. Work on it.
2 outs. Man on second. White.
There you go. That's nice. Nice, easy delivery.
And with that would be his 50th pitch. He came into this inning with, I think, 39 pitches thrown, and now he's at 50 with only 2 outs left. Or 2 outs. So he'll get that one to foul back. Great start already. I think this is his first 0-2 count.
Now, him and Young need to kind of communicate here. Nothing too good. Don't help him. Nothing around the zone. Nothing right, in the red-hot zone right there. Gave something away. Get it away. Maybe he'll swing. Maybe he'll fish for something.
Guevara facing an 0-2 count. We expect to see an off-speed. So that'll be a strike right down the middle, but that'll be just enough to get Palmer to catch that and end the inning for Balin White. As we now head to the bottom of the third after a pretty rocky start so far for Balin White. So he's already given up 4 runs with 3 hits. Henry Arf had 2 errors. And with that, we'll take a break. And welcome back to the bottom of the third inning. As now we're at the top of the order with Ethan Guerra to the plate.
Guerra grounded out 4-3 last time.
As he crushes this one to left field, and that will drop actually. As Laney Ashby just going to get on top of that one.
That's nice right there. He attacked it first pitch. I mean, right there, that was right there. So
that was a great base hit.
Well, see, like I said, he has for a young guy, I was talking about just out of high school in May. He just sits there and you look at it. There's a ball right there, and he attacks it. Yeah. And that's what he did. He attacked that pitch, right-handed or left-handed. That's what he's going to do. He's switch it or.
Drake Gerard up to the plate. Look at strike number one. And that base hit from Guerra, was sponsored by Central National Bank of Newton. Money for Life, member of FDIC. Guerra get checked back at first. 0-1 count for Gerard.
It'd definitely be nice, Jared, to get a couple back here. I hate playing catch up all the time, but that as long as we stay within range.
If you can get one run, that's fine.
Yeah.
Any run and we'll be good, especially for us.
Right.
Considering Cheney just does not stop on the. They don't ease off that gas pedal.
No, and that's one thing. I mean, they'll just it's that's just the way it is. Pat and I've talked about it, and we kind of have the same philosophy. You got to get better. I mean, just that's how it was in college too. I mean, it's like something. Hey, how come you keep scoring all these runs? What are you supposed to tell kids not to score? Yeah. Tell kids not to hit. The only thing you do, you've got to go recruit better. Now there's a point, we're up 15-0 or something like 15 or
we're gonna slow it
12.
down.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. You get lit up, but
let the game go by quicker. As that's now a 3-1 count for Gerard.
Pat Hahn, he goes out. He's the guy. He's kind of a general manager, but he's a manager on the field and everything. But he lets his coaches coach. He has very good coaches out there.
So we check back from Minor. When Minor throws that check back, gets a sidearm.
And sidearm. He's a lefty.
He looks like he's trying to just launch that thing at first. So that might come in favor for us, maybe in a little.
There you go.
This will be a walk for Gerard. So now we got a man on second and first. No outs now.
Now it's a situation, too, where you look at Hill. I mean, Hill had a double last time, but is this a situation where he could bunt or something, get him over or something, try to go score for the 2 runs, leave it up to Tyler Palmer. But we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just different philosophies you can have.
As Caleb Hill now to the plate. Just trying to get this one in play. Minor will step off.
That's his second. That's Minor's second walk.
As Hill.
Oh, we did try bunt.
Lay down a bunt, but that'll be fouled off.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, like something like that, you try to bunt towards third base because third base is, if you notice, he's staying back.
Yeah. Just. It looks like he's up front, but, man, with this grass, he's pretty far back.
But, we got to look at it lefty. I mean, the ball's going to go away from you. I mean, like that, that's easier just to punch it towards third base. Don't try to get so fine. Don't try to go down the line. Just punch it right to the third baseman.
It's not the most ideal spot, especially for a hitter like Hill.
No.
Having a lefty-lefty match. So he's just trying to help the team.
He's trying to move the runner, and it's –
because now that check swing will be called for a strike. So now it's 0-2.
It's a great situation, though, for the Sluggin Rebels to get right back into this.
Mm-hmm. No outs. Guerra toying with Minor. He'll foul this one back. Just trying to stay alive. I mean, just by Hill already laying down the bunt, I mean, he's trying to help the team out. Because he knows he's in a not in the most ideal situation, lefty versus lefty. He can't really swing like he wants to swing. So, he's just trying to get him.
Well, and we don't – Hill just came here. We don't know is he a good bunter or not. We don't know because he just got here. But, it's something that all players need to keep working on, especially with bats.
Guerra kind of messing with him as that ball's almost hit Hill in the face. But he'll turn away on that one. That'll be ball number 1.
But that's what I'm saying. He just came here a week ago, so we have no idea. And when you're a coach, you go, hey, I'm going to give you the bunt sign. Some guys can bunt, some can't. I mean, it just depends how much they do it, especially in their programs.
I mean.
Some coaches don't believe in it.
Hill.
Wow.
Just trying. I mean, he almost had the. I think if he dropped that bat just a little bit lower, he would have had a piece of it.
Yeah. I thought it might hit him.
So that'll be fouled back for another strike. Still 1-2. We've got Tyler Palmer, the center fielder, up to the in the hole on deck. As Hill look at a high ball.
There he goes.
This is a pretty good. I mean, this is
he's battling right here. He's battling right here.
He's trying to slow it down.
And I'm sure it's a little different with him. Lefty on lefty, and so we'll see what happens right here.
Yeah, I mean, be impressive if he gets this in play.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole thing. Anything on the ground, as long as it's not a double play, if you can get him over in second and third, you did your job. We'll see.
Well, it seems like if anything is in play, Guerra is just going to run to third.
I mean, you just got to watch right now. You just got to watch the line drive. Make sure the line drive.
Miner's checking Guerra's.
Good eye. Good eye.
So now we reached a full count.
Yeah, I mean, this is a battle right here. I mean, it's now it's a quality at bat. We always talk about 8 pitches or so right there, and he started out, 0-2?
Yeah, he started out 0-2 and fouled a couple back and watched 3 balls.
Let's see what happens here.
Now he's faced with a full count. See what he does here is he'll hack at that one to stay alive, but I think the left field side will just be a little too much. And that'll be caught.
No,
is that going to be caught? Did he
no,
catch it?
Nope.
Couldn't really see it over there. It looked like.
Got the young guys of Craig over here and Heidi. And Zoe, they could tell right over there that no ball was caught.
So now, looked like it was close, but.
Yeah. Good effort out there.
Good break by Hill. Full count.
It's an very good at bat.
Yeah, because Miner's up to 48 pitches. Full count. And
boy,
oh man, that one looked like it was about to hit him, and then it kind of came inside. I was like,
yeah, it's like kind of late, and it was a late swing, kind of. That's one of those I thought it might hit the catcher's mitt or something like that. It was that late of a swing.
I think Hill was kind of scared that was going to come inside and get him, get a strikeout, not looking.
There you go.
Now he drew a walk.
That's an excellent at bat. Excellent. That's one of the best at bats right there, especially 0-2 against this kind of pitcher.
Now 0 outs.
Oh, now
Full
Palmer.
count.
Now what do you do if you're Tyler Palmer? Well, one thing, he's going to come after you. He just walked 2 guys. I'd be looking just in one zone trying to hit the ball hard.
I wouldn't even blame. I don't think I would blame Palmer for swinging at first pitch.
Well, I'm saying if it's in his zone,
if
it's there, you got to, because that might be your best pitch you see.
And just like that, he thought.
Yeah, kind of pulled his shoulder as an outside pitch.
That was a great pitch. I think that was.
Yeah, that was a tough pitch. It's away down.
Great pitch by Miner. Now
Palmer's just got to relax and this.
0-1 count for Palmer. He'll foul that one back. Now facing an 0-2 count. Yeah, especially for Miner, Hill is facing an 0-2 count as well, and he got it up to a full count and drew a walk.
This is key right here.
0-2. Palmer hit this one to the second baseman, and they're trying to get the double play, but Palmer's just too fast.
Good, we got to run. That was the key.
As we now have 1 out with a run scored from Guerra. Runners on third and first. Double play still in action.
The second baseman, number 11, Dalton Patton.
Dalton Patton's up to the plate.
Patton struck out last time.
Patton swinging first pitch again. Trying to be aggressive. I do like that, but it could be good and it can also be bad for you.
Yeah, it just depends on your swing. I mean, you want to be aggressive, but you don't want to pull your head out, your shoulder out, and everything else too. Your mechanics, like right there, that's
kind of swing at that. Yeah, that one just. I mean, that was a very nice pitch. I mean, the guy.
Well, and here's the thing too. It's the second time up. This same pitcher, and I always tell guys, okay, the first time you give it to the pitcher, first time you see it, the second time you got to make some adjustments. Third time you ought to know what he throws. So right now, let's see what he does.
0-2, 1 out. He'll hit this one into play, as this will be in between center
He's
and
got to
right
get back. Got to
field,
get back.
It'll be a great play by the right fielder. But that'll tag up and they'll score.
Sack fly. He
Sack
did his
fly
job. He
for
did his
Patton.
job, Patton. With 2 strikes too.
The right fielder, number 2,
He's now run on first, 2 outs with Easton Elliott.
But you got a 1-run game.
Up to
Now
the
you
plate,
got a 1-run game.
Yeah, that's a great way to fight back after the
Right.
last inning.
But again, they got to figure out how to stop. I mean, it's going to be like this the whole game.
So Elliott tries to.
That's great.
Lay down
I mean,
a bunt.
it's smart. I mean, if he puts it down, look what a third baseman's playing. I mean, right there. It's.
It looked like it was aimed towards first.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that's why I don't understand lefties sometimes, especially with third baseman playing back.
Patton will be gone, and they'll end the inning for the Sluggin Rebels. But what a bounce back from giving up 2 runs to taking them back and getting your own 2 runs.
Well, they took advantage of it. I mean, you had Garrett the leadoff leadoff hit. Then you had walk, fielder's choice, sack fly. I mean, you had some. What I'm saying, I guess you had some execution.
Yeah.
That was in there because but it was only 1 walk. I mean, one hit. So you got you scored 2 runs. Now the key is what's going to happen this next inning.
Yep, and we'll figure that out after this short break. And welcome back to the top of the 4th as Balin White still on the mound as Connor Miles.
Miles, he's the 9-hole for him.
It's the 9-hole. We've had some problems with the 9-hole in the past.
Yeah.
You
seem to bring that up. I noticed.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's up with our 9-holes. The 9-holes is always getting leadoffs on us, and then now we'll be at the top of the order, which would be so dangerous.
Yeah, this is very important. He's got to have his best inning right here.
I think this is kind of a prove it inning for Balin. He's now throwing 2 balls. This will be hit towards left field, and Bell will be right under that. 1 out. Great start already for
there you go. Get that
White.
first one.
But I think Coach was just saying, hey, Probably just trying to evaluate how he does this inning. I mean,
Well, I think the big thing is don't overthrow. Stick with what's working. You know, you get with Jackson Young, the catcher. Jackson Young's got to tell him, hey, we can't call this. We can call this. He like I said right now that, he's not getting downhill and releasing the ball. He's releasing it too early right there. You can see that.
White and Schaefer had a whole inning. As this one's popped up to left field, and Gerard will be right under that. This is an amazing start already.
Yeah.
Now we're out with two outs.
Last.
The second baseman, number 20.
But I think what did help was maybe, they had a whole half inning with Young and White. They're just on the bench and they're probably just talking to each other, trying to see
Right. I mean,
what
that's
page they're on.
the whole thing about baseball. People, that played it and understand it's all about adjustments. Right there. But see, right there, he's more balanced. Everything was in sync. Right there, just nice, fluid.
Rada. Okay, inside pitch. Gets away from Jackson Young. 1-1.
Just tried the same. You want everything looks the same, especially when you throw a changeup. It's supposed to look like a fastball. And then you're just not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not as fast.
So that one's hit up the middle as Guerra just made the amazing play.
That was a great play.
To recover and get the out at first.
But what's really nice, Jared, a 1-2-3 inning. That's what they needed. They needed that.
Is that great play in the field sponsored by Carl Hodges and family? Well, in the inning. And what a play by Guerra. I mean, thought that was going to get right past him. And
oh, yeah. No.
I thought even if Guerra caught it, he was going to be safe at first. But
right.
Guerra,
well, I think it's like with the one play where I think actually Guerra led off the game and the ball popped up to the second baseman.
Mm-hmm.
Became a candy hop, and he got his candy hop because off the base there. Helped right there, because if he had to go down and get it, he doesn't have a chance to get in it.
You're going to have to get up, but
yeah.
He caught it right here. He was able to launch that ball, and with that, they'll bring it at the bottom of the fourth after that 1-2-3 inning by Balin White, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the fourth as Derek Shaver is now up to the plate. So look at ball number one.
Shaver, like to see him get his first hit right here of the year. 0 for 8 for the season. He was struck out on a good pitch.
And those days will come as
that same thing.
2-0.
The same thing with Minor right there. Minor's overthrowing too. You could see that how he's off balance.
Minor hasn't had the worst game, but
everything's high. You could see, down there they're looking at the bull. I mean, he's looking at the dugout. Somebody's telling him something. So it's probably Pat Hahn.
3-0 count. Shaver.
Good.
Get walked.
Good
Shaver,
patience right there.
Shaver to first. I think, if I'm correct, Minor has 3 strikeouts, I think. 3 or 4.
What's that?
Minor has 3 strikeouts, correct? Or
4.
4 strikeouts so far.
That was in the first 2 innings. With a good third inning, no strikeouts, and starting off really good right here.
Young will pop this one up, and throw his bat down in frustration as
Yeah.
something like that.
No, I don't know.
routine
Just
fly
try
at
to get him
first.
over to, I don't know, like I said, bunt or whatever, especially bottom of the lineup. You get him up there, then you got the top of the lineup pretty much.
The left fielder, number
You got
6.
probably the hottest hitter up right now in Bell.
Bell's looking to
But the
create
first pitch.
something.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, sometimes you want to get something going too. Maybe take a pitch, see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Even do a hit and run. Try something different.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Well, you walked the guy at 4 straight pitches, Jerry.
Yeah.
So you let him take a strike. That's, don't swing at the first pitch.
I don't know how fast. I haven't seen Schaefer on the base path, but I mean he's pretty tall, so.
Yeah. But I'm just saying you're trying to do something, but 4 straight don't help the pitcher out. Take one. Oh yeah, that might have been right there. Well, it was right there, but it was a pop up. So I mean, it's just
he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah. It's
2-0 count, foul that one back. Now it's 2-1. Shaver on first. 1 out. Jack Bell looking to start his day off. So check swing.
Yeah, that was excuse me, I didn't mean to do that. Swing. No.
Kind of turned away.
Yes, no, like that.
2-2 now. 1 out. Shaver on first. Bell hit this one up in between the hole.
There you go.
And I'll get him between the shortstop. And Shaver was really thinking about
no,
third,
Shaver, don't. Not on that arm. There.
But Ashby will stop Schaefer from rounding to third. Now we got to run on first and second. 1 out. With Ethan Guerra up to the plate.
And I'm talking about, again, I want to get back to philosophies. Me as a coach versus other coaches, I just felt like, whenever a guy has 4 straight balls, throw the pitcher, make him throw a strike. Challenge him. Yeah.
He's clearly not, he's clearly off.
But a lot of coaches, go and swing the first pitch, in there. And like I said, the 3-0, I don't believe in swinging the 3-0. I think, give the guy a chance. Maybe he'll walk you or –
if you swing it, if you're swinging a 3-0, it's got to be like a heat check or something.
Well, and you look at 2 strikes there by Guerra. But the looks, what I'm saying is, it depends. When you brought it up, it's where you are in the batting order.
Yeah.
If you have somebody hitting behind it, it's not as good a hitter. But if you have your
I think if you're a leadoff, what's the point? Not doing anything as Guerra hits this one towards left field, but what an amazing play by Ashby.
Yeah, he hit it on the line, but right at Ashby.
Ashby was there to safely get there. That'll be 2 outs. Now for the Rebels, straight Gerard up to the plate.
Up to Drake here.
Drake's had himself a pretty good game.
Yeah. 2 walks and great defense.
Yeah.
Showing some great patience.
And I think that's what's keeping us in the game as well. Balin hasn't been on so far, except for that last inning. It was a great inning by Balin.
Yeah, that's great.
But, our defense has really helped him out. So this one's just popped up, and we called out at second, and they'll end the inning for us. But we'll see what Balin White can deliver as he's walking out now.
Well, it's just a tough inning right there with the leadoff. Shaver got the lead off, and we didn't really do anything with it. So we'll see what happens. We got to have that shutdown inning again.
And we'll be right back to the top of the 5th. And welcome back to the top of the 5th inning as the Rebels are only down 1 run. Balin White still on the mound for the Rebels. So that'll be ball number 1.
And one thing he's done pretty well with Ashby, F9.
Yeah,
and,
and
F3. So
the F9 was pretty deep, but we got the out. So we had some pretty great athleticism from Easton Elliott on that one. Now 1 ball.
Whoa.
Take that 2.
Yes,
It's a little high. But I think as the night goes, it won't be as humid. And, pitchers will have a little bit more grip as now that's oh, sorry, that was actually 3-0, and now it's a walk.
Yeah, so that's
For
his.
Ashby. But, I mean, it was 0 walk. I would much
6.
rather take a walk than, obviously I want a pop-up, but, for Ashby as a hitter, I'd rather take a pop-up or a walk than a ball in play.
But you got to look at he has 6 walks right now.
Yeah, it's
and,
not.
6 walks, and he's hit a batter. I mean,
But that's why I said it's kind of a tough situation
Yeah.
as a coach because he had a great, he got a
that last
shutout
inning looked great.
It seemed like that last inning was kind of just, hey, if he gives up a run or 2 or a hit even, we might have to pull him. But
he's thrown 5 straight balls now. And that, like I said, this type of team where I was talking to Coach Jones, Josh Jones, about it for the game. I said that's what hurt us in that game we played, a lot of walks. That's what's kind of hurting us right now.
So that one just another one that gets away from Balin.
Yeah.
So now it's 2-0.
Yeah, they definitely need somebody ready to go. I mean, it's kind of a situation. He's battled. I mean, we got a 4-3 game. So, and we both agree that it's not usually the Balin White that we know.
And I chalk it up to his weather, and they do have great and some mental error. I mean, there's been 2 mental errors so far that we've discussed.
Well, and he's trying to do too much. He's trying to.
Yeah, because when you try and do too much, then you make those small mistakes. So that'll be another ball.
7 straight.
7 straight balls to lead out the inning.
Yeah.
Not the best. Let's see if we can get another 3-0 swing. It's Ryan Scott. So that was a pretty good game so far, offense and defense. And that'll be his second 4-0 walk for
that's
Balin.
That's a tough situation against these kind of guys, and we'll see what happens here. I don't think you can keep him in there.
Yeah, Noah Brewer up to the plate.
No.
But nothing yet from the bullpen or anything on the Rebel side. They're just watching. So it's interesting to see what we do here in these next couple at bats.
There you go.
So that'll be first strike. First strike of the inning to the third pitcher or third hitter. Right on.
And Brewer, he has a base hit and a walk.
Right on first and second. So he'll hit this one into play and make the play at first. Schaefer almost messed that one up. He thought that was going to get right by second baseman.
He made a good recovery, didn't he?
Yeah. So that'll be 1 out, but now the runners advance to third and second.
You got Alex Epp, who's definitely due. I mean, he's grounded out and walked, and he's a very good hitter.
Third baseman, number 9.
I think we can afford. I think we can afford a ground out with. Ashby.
Well, it's going to be how interesting. Are you going to give up? The thing is, sometimes you want to give up 1 run, or you don't want to give up 2. In other words, if it gets through, it's going to be 2 runs.
Yep. So that one's a little up and high, or up and away.
And he's a tough guy to punch out, to strike out, because maybe you can strike him out.
Yep. Now you got the righty versus lefty up to the plate. So it's not an ideal situation even for the pitcher right now. So 1-0. Trying to get a little off speed.
Didn't look too bad.
Dropper, but that'll be called a ball. 2-0.
Sometimes when you're throwing a lot of balls, you don't get some of the calls too, So, but that looked pretty close.
I do see people in the bullpen, but we're waiting to see what would happen. Is now it's 3-0. Man, he's thrown 2 strikes so far. And now we have Coach coming out, and I think he's going to take him out.
Am I seeing enough? I'm sure. We'll see. Meanwhile,
we're going to have a mountain visit. Gonna probably talk to Balin.
Yeah. I mean, he gave it everything he had. The thing is, he didn't have the greatest. I mean, but he was the difference between a thrower and a pitcher. He was pitching. I mean, he was, battling. He didn't have his stuff, but, I mean, look at that. He still gave us a chance, 1 run. We're still down only 1 run.
This is this new pitcher. We're going to have a pitcher change. This pitcher change is sponsored by your Pizza Hut in Newton. No one at Pizza's the Hut. And once he turns around, we see his number. We'll get you that information as soon as we can. But, I mean, I think this is the perfect time to pull him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just very tough right now. Especially if you're coming in, the new pitcher. So we're going to try and get information on him. But, I mean, I hate to be a pitcher, like a new relief pitcher coming in. You're already facing 3-0 count, man on third and second. So you have a possibility of just loading the bases already. So that'll be number 8.
Which is Aaron Geisler. Geisler, yeah. Geisler, Coffeyville Community College, 6'4", 210, and he's from Wichita, Kansas. Geisler
has been I've been 50-50 on him for what I've seen. He had I think he had a good outing. I can't remember what game, but I know he
a couple outings ago. And
I have to look it up. Let me look it up real quick. But Geisler, I think that's a pretty good person to go to, in these situations.
Yeah, I mean, you want somebody to throw strikes and come right after you. And I think Geisler's that kind of guy. He's not afraid. Let me go over the numbers of Balin White. 4 1/3, 4 earned runs, 3 hits, 7 walks, no strikeouts.
I think Geisler has 2 wins, 1 loss. And he's only pitched in 6 games. He only started in 1. 5.2 ERA and 10 innings pitch.
Against the Heat, I guess, is the game that you and I were talking about, where he came in and
came out 4 innings pitched, only gave him 2 hits, 2 walks, and had 3 strikeouts with 15 batters faced. He had an ERA of 1.08.
Yeah, I think it's situation. We always talk about minimize. If he can minimize, maybe give him only 1 run out of this, I think we'll be fine. But we just can't. Right now, it's 1 out, and hopefully you can get out of it. But I mean, when you look at it, these guys don't strike out a lot.
And Geisler also had his first appearance, or not his first appearance. His first win was against the Lobos. Is that one he'll just walk him? I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, just get it out of the way.
And you got Enzo. Now, Enzo's the kind of guy, like I said, that's been here before, and he's hit many a long ball here, so you got to make sure it's not too good a pitch. But he's also a guy, if he hits it on the ground, you got a chance maybe to double play.
He'll crush this one towards left field, but that'll be foul.
Yeah, it's a quick bat. Still has that quick bat.
Geisler, one of Geisler's best performances, just coming in to clean up was against the Lobos on the 20th of June, where he pitched just 1 inning, only gave up 1 hit, and he got the W on that one. So hopefully we get something similar to that.
No, nice
pitch.
pitch.
Strike number 2.
Took something off that, a little off speed. Kind of surprised Enzo. But now it's 0-2, and Enzo's going to be in defensive mode, ready to,
that one just gets right in between of, and that'll be out.
He got him.
Wow.
Great underhand throw by Young.
Great reaction by Young, even though that ball just kind of nutmegged him.
Yeah, right.
Just like the tiniest crack of his leg.
That's.
But I mean, great recovery by Jackson to get him out. And with that,
wow, that's huge right there. So
that play at the plate is sponsored by Colonel Tom Mahler family in honor of the Kansas National Guard.
And there's good guys that are getting over there and recovering. I mean, getting right there at home plate, putting a good tag on. Struck him out. And that'll be it for the inning. And wow.
Just like that, that is a great look for Geisler so far.
Yeah, right there. I mean, Enzo's looking for the fastball to crush, and I mean, you get the off speed, especially inside. But man, what a way to get out of that Sluggin Rebels. I mean, that's like we talk about minimize, but for one run, we would have been kind of happy, but got 0. So great job.
Just now we head into the bottom of the 5th as the Rebels are only down 1, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th as we head into the as the Sluggin Rebels are only down by 1 after a great,
That's
great
unbelievable. And you look back,
Geisler.
Hey, coach did the right call, bringing in Geisler right there. Because, I mean, you and I, I'm just thinking, we were as happy if they had scored 1 run. Don't make it 2. Let's get 1, whatever. And yeah, Enzo up who hit a fly ball. You got 1 out. Then the ball gets by the catcher, which isn't good. but a great recovery by Jackson. Underhand flip to the pitcher covering. Perfect. When he's right there on the third base side of home plate, just boom, tagged out.
Patton up on the plate is now facing a 1-1 count. Or 1-2, sorry.
Hill. It's Hill.
Oh, Hill.
Hill. This is his 3rd time up. He's walked twice, or double, and then he got a walk. Sorry. He had that double in the first inning.
Yep, and I mean, I don't blame Hill for having, even a rough game. It's lefty versus lefty. It's not ideal for anyone.
But he's done great. He had that big walk. I thought that he was a key walk. Great. I put a little star on that at bat right there because that was a quality.
Hill.
He battles. And the thing is, what he does is with 2 strikes, he just keeps a short swing. Just flipping it over there. Just see, chokes up. Notice that he chokes up a little. Gets more on the plate. It's called. He's making adjustments.
Yep. Now we get away. 3-2 now. Full count for Hill once again.
Like I said, he's definitely helped us out. I mean, right now, especially offensively. I felt when we lost Sorensen, that definitely was because he was.
Yeah, that's the thing that I thought was good, especially about Jackson Young. I mean, we could talk about that later.
Another walk.
Hill draws another walk. I mean, he's doing I think he's doing the most he can.
Yeah, no, he's playing, and he's being a team player. Like I said, even like you brought up, he tried to put a bunt down. No, like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, you think it's crazy for a DH to bunt it, but
But we don't know how many times he's bunted, and that's a thing you don't know, especially this July when he first came here. So, but like I said, the attempt, he was thinking about that to being the team player.
Tyler Palmer out to the plate. He'll lay down a bunt, and that'll be a perfect looking bunt. I mean, he'll be thrown out at first.
That's beautiful.
That's a great.
There you go.
Great move over for the for Hill.
That's a 2-3. The catcher throwing it over there. Now you got Patton. And Patton, the thing is, just you got him and Elliott. You got a chance now that you pass it on to your get a base hit. Let's score.
Yeah, I moved him over. Let's
get that right back to you.
Yeah, but I don't want to be fouled back towards me.
It's a good thing it screens right there. That would have got you.
We were talking about the department of Balin Sorensen, and I was thinking when Jackson Young started coming in, he was playing DH and they were switching in between, and then it eventually became where Jackson was the catcher and Balin was the DH, and I was just thinking how great of a transition that was for Jackson to step up, kind of when that happened, and now we have Hill taking over for Sorensen's DH spot. Wow,
that's it just didn't break enough, but it stayed out there. You can see we're in a good situation. You can see it's still on the left-handed batters. You can see the box right there. See the white. That ball was trying to come over, it looked like, but it didn't make it.
2-1, 1 out, man on second.
Hitters count.
Yeah, he'll just take that one for ball number 3.
I'm trying to see. I can't see in their bullpen. Need maybe cut down that tree branch. What do you think? I'll talk to the rec here and say, hey, can you cut that down? So
they're already tearing some stuff down anyway, so why not do it?
All around here, building new fields. It's pretty impressive here if you haven't been out here to the Centennial Park.
Beautiful ballpark. As he'll hit this one to the second baseman, and Patton will be thrown out. But once again, like you said, that's for Elliott to say, hey, I passed it along. I moved the base.
Now it's up to Elliott. Sit there, a little base hit. Don't try to, just nice little swing. And what he's been doing lately, he's just been going with the pitch a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's what, we were frustrated with Elliott at the beginning of the season,
Well, yeah, he started off good. Then he kind of went into, where it looked like he was,
a little slump where he's just kind of swinging at stuff.
Yeah.
And then he looked like he kind of just took it back. And then he
made some adjustments.
Yep, and swing at first pitch.
Now he's got the lefty on lefty thing going right here too. So
kind of looked like you try to, the way his body moved, he tried to poke that in between.
But Elliott's been one of the hottest hitters. He was down around 300. Now he's hitting 354.
So swinging on another low one.
Now he's going to see kind of losing his balance right there. And a lot of it is that right, I guess his right shoulder being a lefty hitter kind of leaking out. And he's, just try to keep that shoulder right in.
Yeah, it's tough for lefty versus lefty, but sometimes you just got to take a pitch sometimes and strike out swinging on that one.
Yeah, 3 straight fastballs.
That will end the inning for the Sluggin Rebels, as we're only down by 1, still 4-3. And with that, we'll take the quick break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 6th inning as we have another Pizza of Newton pitching change as Zach Gillig comes in after a great inning from Geisler.
Yeah, Geisler did a great job. I mean, it's he did his job definitely. You know, now we got another guy that's definitely a legend. Legend here. He's his 4th year as a Rebel. He's a Sluggin Rebel now, but and that is Zach Gillig.
Zach Gillig from WSU. So we'll get to lay down a bunt, and that'll just be popped up a little too much as Gerard's there to make the play.
It was a good idea. Just got under the ball right there.
It's Connor Miles, the right fielder.
Miles has flown out to third base and also to left field.
4-3.
You know, and these guys have seen Gillig. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's because the guy has 2 or 3 years with the Diamond Dogs.
So it'll be away for ball number 1.
And, of course, Gillig was an all-star again. So that's
not surprising.
He was the MVP of the team last year.
So it'll be fouled off towards left field.
We will be at the end of the season. And that's what we're talking about. Carl Hodges. The Carl Hodges Award is presented the MVP of the team. And
it's going to be a dogfight this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a dogfight. It goes down to in the last game of the year. We'll present it.
So we strike number 2. 1-2 now.
We saw Enzo Bonaventure. He won it 1 year. Lincoln Andrews won it a couple years ago, and then of course Zach Gillig. So. Yeah, you're right. I have no idea. I mean, it's gonna, and we let the coaches and.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
I think. Well, we're maybe in the second. We're already perfectly right in the second half of the season. We already doubled our wins from last year.
Right. There you go.
So that'll be swinging strike 3.
Yep, just off speed, change it.
Gillig is a strikeout pitcher. You know, he gets his strikeouts.
He's a career. We don't have the numbers. I know Jake Gibbs is getting all that together, but. The career strikeout leader.
I think we confirmed. I thought we did confirm that. You know, the last time he was pitching, I thought we did confirm that Gillig was a strikeout leader.
Yeah, no, we are a career.
Yeah. So that one's popped up to left field as Bell is trying to make the play, and it'll get right under that.
There you go.
Great speed by Bell on that one to end the inning. And what a great story.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, you're looking at
just
this.
From that shift, you know, all that momentum for us going in.
And it's a great call. You know, the thing is how long can Gillig go? We saw him go that 5 innings in that 12-inning game.
That was probably the most impressive pitching outing I've ever seen from a pitcher in a while.
But I think as a coach, you was hoping, you know, we hope White went 5 or 6, whatever, and obviously he didn't. But you got to piece it together. And my philosophy is, you got to go for this win now. Worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow it might rain. Who knows, you know. So just go for this right now. And I know you go, well, okay, Zach, if you use Zach up right here, are you going to be able to use him in the next 3 games? Yeah. But I think you got to go for this, then worry about tomorrow. That's my philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, especially for Cheney. I mean, this is a big game against a tough opponent. And with that, we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score 4-3, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning as it's 4-3 right now for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Guess that'll be a little blooper And that'll be called foul
Wow.
ball. That was very
Oh,
close.
man, I was hoping it'd stay there right on that chalk. Should put a little extra layer of chalk there.
Schaefer out to the plate, already facing a 0-1 count after swinging at that one. That was very close.
Well, the Sluggin Rebels last 3 innings have got the leadoff guy on. And they've only scored once, but that's a key, just getting that.
Eventually, every time, I mean, you keep on doing this every inning.
Yeah,
Eventually, you're going to get another score.
It's all about averages and odds and all that stuff. You get a guy on, get a guy the double percentage. The guy gets a triple, you'll score. With nobody on, I'm talking about. It's kind of like
1-1 now.
I remember, it was at a coaching convention one time, and this guy had everything broken down, how it is. If you get a lead, if it double, you're going to score 50%. If you get a triple, no outs, 75%. So
that's high. I think now it's
but Shaver
2-1.
Struck out on a pretty nasty pitch in the second, and then a walk. So we'll see what he does here.
Schaefer gets a piece of that one.
Gonna fall in
to the right fielder, and right fielder be right under that to make the play.
Shaver still looking for that first hit. He's battling though.
I mean, he drew a walk, so
yeah,
he's getting on base.
That's what I'm saying. Again, I was an on base kind of guy. It's like on base area. I mean, the bottom line, if you take a walk, where are you? First base. If you get a base hit, you're on first base. But you want to do both. That's, you hope you can get hits and walks.
As now we have Jackson Young. He's had himself a pretty decent game at stopping balls. I mean, he let a couple get by him, but I think for the most part it was miscommunication at the start, and I think since then he's only had one ball go by him, but that one ball that went by him resulted in an out.
That was a huge play. That ended up being a huge play of the game.
So now he's facing 1-1.
He had a good drive to center that was caught.
So I'll be inside.
And then he flew out to the first baseman.
2-1 count.
So a good crowd out here.
So he'll check swing and
whoa!
Wow, they're gonna call him for that one.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that. I think that was about to touch the.
Yeah, I didn't know if he went on that, but
that one looked a little. Suspicious, but I'm not going to complain about it too much.
I just like to see Jackson Young. I mean, I think he's going to start hitting.
Yeah, I mean, I love his batting stance. That's why I used to do.
Yeah.
I used to, do this a lot.
Yeah.
Just get my wrist loose. So now it's 3-2. I took a lot from Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, he's choking up a little. He's getting on there. He's trying to keep the swing short. Protect.
And they kind of took the inside one and fouled it off.
And the one thing that you notice about, I don't know if you notice this right now, but Cheney's pitchers, you'll see, they'll go inside. Most pitchers stay away. I mean, they're a college pitcher, so they stay away. Aluminum bat, metal bat, whatever. But watch, they'll go inside. You can see the catcher setting up.
Inside gets him on the outside, but it'll be a walk.
Drew a walk.
I'll be interested to see when Cheney's going to take out Jace Miner. I mean, he's had himself a pretty good game. I think he has 5 strikeouts.
But he's got his pitch count. Like I said, I'm trying to see somebody in the bullpen. I can't see who it is.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to see over there, but he's an unofficial count so far. We have 88 pitches for Jace Miner. These last 3 or so innings have been kind of a tough outing for him, but he's putting up 0 runs.
Oh yeah.
And I guess past 2. Past 2 innings put up 0. But those zeros, I mean, we almost had bases loaded at one point, and
see that big old curve right there, coming right in the jack.
Now it's 1-1.
Yeah, we were talking about it at the All-Star game, Jack and I, about again approach. And he just changes approach, and he's not swinging him as many bad pitches.
1-1. We'll look at that outside one.
And I got to commend the young man. I mean, he's like I said, when he first started, I told him, I said, when I looked at you at the first week, I was going, wow, you know, he's swinging at everything, swinging at dirt.
Then you just take your time.
Yeah, and then he figured it out. There, see, laid off. Now,
There's
before he
another
would have
check.
swung at that.
Yeah.
I mean seriously, he did.
He stepped into the one on the outside, kind of eyeing it, but.
And he'll tell you, I mean, he really started. I tip my hat to the guy because, I mean, it's not easy, man, especially doing boom as quick as he did.
Yeah, because it also did seem like, you know, Jack was, as I would call for a strike, as he
Well,
got that
a little
ball
low.
forward, but yeah, when Jack came in, I didn't even know. I mean, obviously I didn't really know who he was, but just saw him in the new lineup, and then he went out. He played some pretty good defense for us.
Yeah, he's great defense. I mean, he's a good young player. I enjoy watching him.
That's the thing I see about, you know, these players that come in and it's a brand new team. They adapt pretty quick. So that one's fouled off to the third baseline.
And Jack right there, I mean, he's a guy, well, you said he's hitting 400, 421.
Yeah, he's hitting 421.
Yeah,
he's our leading batter.
And that's what Wood bat. You know, that's Wood bats. I mean, that's not, you know, with middle. If you did that with middle, that's awesome. And spring or something. But, you know, you got him and Guerra. I mean, they're right up there.
And then Easton's right behind.
Easton, Elliott.
At 354 for Elliott.
There you
Not
go.
low, and he gets his ball for it anyways.
But now he did a job. Now you got your probably your best all-round hitter in Guerra.
And I think that's the thing I do like about this lineup right now. Is, you know, you got our leading, batting average hitter in Jack Bell at the 9 hole, and then you got Guerra following up. So now we have a pitching.
Yeah, they're bringing in somebody right now. I can't see. We'll find out.
And but right now it's 4-3. Diamond Dawgs still in the lead. I mean, they haven't scored since the top of the third. So I mean, we had a extraordinary last 3 innings from where it came from Geisler and then to Gillig. I mean,
oh yeah, no doubt.
We'll see what pitcher the Diamond Dawgs bring out.
Let's see. I don't know if we have the we. I know we don't have the.
Yeah. Let me bring up the roster real quick. No, we don't have any subs there, so I can bring up the roster for the Diamond Dawgs right here.
Okay.
Let's see. But like I said, this has been an amazing game so far, even though we had those struggles in the.
Well, we're battling. The biggest thing I wanted, Jared, is our team to battle, and that's one thing I think I told out to the coaches. Let's battle these guys.
I think I just saw no. I was thinking that was 12, but it might be 11. But we'll double check. So if I saw 1. Come on.
I think it is 11.
If it is 11, then it'll be Jake Burkham.
Burkham?
Well, we'll double check.
Yeah, you got the good eyes.
Yeah, I'm trying. I thought I saw 1, but it's not
Is
number
that you guys
1.
have number 11? Okay.
Number 11.
Burcham. Yeah.
Burcham. He's a right-handed pitcher, 6'3". Burcham, 215. He's from Tarleton State University.
Something down there in Texas.
That's in Texas? Okay, I was about to ask. I was like, where is that? That'll do it for Jace Viner, who started off pretty good, you know.
Yeah, he
started off hot, but, you know, towards, you know, the end of the bottom of the third, and so, I think he still did
yeah,
great.
Minor, 5 1/3, 5 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 7. Well, it says 7 walks. Didn't realize he walked that many.
Yeah, it didn't seem like that much.
But he had 63 strikes, 42 balls, 105 pitches.
Yeah, but this is. You're going back to, you know, Balin. Balin did fine. He just did. He did have 8 walks, but he got through 4. You know.
Right.
And that's all we really need, either 4 or 5, and now we're back in the great positioning. 1 out, man on first and second, with our All-Star Ethan Guerra up to the plate. I'm still thinking 9 All-Stars for our team. That's, that ball gets away and everyone advances.
That's actually pretty wicked ball right there, pitch, wouldn't you say? I mean, it had a good break to it, kind of a late break, and I think it crossed up the catcher.
But yeah, like I was saying, 9 All-Stars.
Yeah,
that's a full lineup right there.
Yeah, I know Jeff Wells from Derby was asking me about, Carl, what's the deal? You guys should be in first place. You got 9 All-Stars, and
we had some tough games.
Yeah,
Man, some of them have just been 1 runs or, it just. I think what's consistent for us at least, defense. I think that's what keeps us in the games.
Oh yeah, I think that's what we proved the most.
Because Garrett just lined this one straight in between the first and second baseman, and now score.
Yeah, good call. These guys have arms.
Now score.
Very good arms.
Jackson Young will score. That's a great at bat from Guerra. So now we have 4 hits on the day, and now it's a tied ball game, 4-4.
Yeah, give us another opportunity right here.
It's now Drake Gerard.
That was Guerra's 20th RBI, which leads the team.
I think what also helps him is back-to-back grand slams.
Oh, here's another one. Come on.
This
you
one
gotta
almost
beat it out.
hopped over.
You got to beat it out.
But Gerard will.
No.
Oh, it looked like Gerard beat that one, but be called out for the double play. No.
Yeah, I thought he had that. That's big right there because if he's safe, we score a run.
Yeah.
So it's,
that was a tough.
I don't know. Let's see what Craig thinks. What do you think, Craig?
Yeah.
We can't do instant replay, so.
But with that, though.
That would have been. That would have been if you were.
That would have been a great go-ahead run. But now we're faced at the top of the 7th, 4-4, and we'll be right back.
1 hit.
All right, so.
And welcome back to the top of the 7th as the 2-hole Brock Rodden. Or Rodin. Don't know. Confusing on that one. We'll figure it out. It's the 2-hole.
And again, Gillick's faced these guys, and he's got to have his A game. I mean, right here. He's got to have his pitches working. Yeah. I mean, against these kind of guys. And that first inning looked like he did.
Just need 2 more great innings out of.
And when you see him, how do you know? Is when he gets ahead like 0-2, which you saw right there. He just.
Yep. We did look back during the break to see if that was a.
Yeah.
This is a close call. I mean, on ours, it looked like he was still catching it when
he hit his foot on the bag. Yeah.
Now we fouled off towards left field. 0-2 count now for.
Unfortunately, we do not have instant replay, and I was told maybe Heidi over here told me that we need a next GM meeting. Maybe see if we can
bring
get
that up.
Bring that.
Get that on camera over there.
Just. I don't know. Pretty slowing up the game, I think, at our level.
0-2.
Wow. Not
I
bad.
could hear on the field they think that was strike 3.
Yeah.
I can hear out there, but call that one a ball. 1-2 now.
Well, that's what we need. We need to show that we can compete against a team like this.
Yeah, this would be a great win for us, as this one's popped up to left field and Bell is just running. I mean, he was near, center field and he ran all the way to foul, but he just couldn't get there. What a display of athleticism. He almost got there too.
Yeah, he did.
Very close, but 1-2 count now.
It's funny how baseball is. I mean, when we first started this game out, if I told you we'd be 4-4 and
after the first,
go to 7th, I think he would have said, yeah, Coach Carvey, a little crazy, because it wasn't going really well,
I would say like who hit a grand slam or who hit a home run.
Well, because they had the bases loaded on us and everything else.
That's going to be fouled off again.
And they had some big hitters up, and we got out of the jams. And like I said, we go back.
That's the thing. Our defense just gets us out of so many situations I've seen this year.
Yeah, Balin White, our defensive outfield has been pretty steady.
They're that's a great thing of having Easton Elliott and Jack Bell, as that one's hit to the center fielder.
That was a good swing. I mean, he went down and got it. Had to go down and get it. It was a tough pitch. It wasn't a good pitch. A great pitch. You know what I mean?
Straight down the middle.
Down, just slow.
But yeah, having Jack Bell and Easton Elliott out in those two outside spots with these giant, foul territories, it's a great combo to have. No outs. Man on first with Ashby up to the plate.
Wow, just barely over. And here they go.
Another blooper.
That was smooth. Just get it back to second, keep the double play. Yeah, right there, man. It was just a little, just barely over the stretching arms of Guerra at shortstop.
And Guerra's known to make those pretty high grabs. I mean, I think he had 2 in one game, and that was very impressive.
Okay, Rodden goes over to third base, and now you got Ryan Scott, who's base hit batter, and a walk.
He's going to hit this one to second baseman, and they're going to try and do a double play, and they don't get it. And that's going to score a run for the Diamond Dogs.
That's why I wanted that run last night.
Yeah.
Right there. That's why.
That was a very close. I mean, that was another close call at first, but now we have now we're down 1.
Brewer he's had a walk, a single walk, and a 4-3.
He'll check back.
Just keep this one-run game. We're still the home team, so I mean that's the key.
Last stab at
yeah.
If it comes down to it. Clean count. So that one will be called strike number 1.
Yeah, like I said, just get us out of that. I mean, right here, just if we get that double play again.
I wouldn't worry too much about Gillig right now. I mean, for getting out of these is
nice
great
stop.
save by Jackson. So that one just kind of got away from.
Yeah, Gillig just kind of. You can see kind of how he opened up. He fell over to the first base side right there. When you do that, it's going to go that way. The ball's going to go that way towards the left-handed batter's box.
1-0 count, and he'll get him a swing at that one. That'll be fouled off.
Yeah, they're doing a hit-and-run action right here. Pat Hahn, he'll do that. He'll get something going when he sees it's kind of a lull, especially with his offense. He'll go, hey, I'm going to make something happen, and he'll do those hit-and-runs. Double steals, believe me, I know the guy, so I coached with him and everything, so I know what he does, and he's aggressive. I mean, we're both like that. We both like to be aggressive.
1-2 count with a 1 out. Man on first. Gillig trying to get the best outing possible, so let's get a double play here. We'll check back first.
Now Shaver, he's got to make sure. That's the thing when you're a first baseman here, and you brought it up. I mean, you got to block everything. Yeah. You got to block everything because you cannot let a ball get past you on a pickoff.
That ball is not stopping anywhere. So he'll get this one to be popped up towards right field, but that will be foul. A deep foul ball. As we're going to get some new balls in. Gillick checks back.
You know, Gillick's worked a lot on that. I mean, since I've known him in the last 4 or 5 years, he's worked hard on the pickoff move when he first started as a freshman. Has quick feet.
We had a sound effect. We had the glass shattering sound effect played in the stadium, so we had a call time.
It happens.
One. So now we have a 1-2 count. One more time. Or still, sorry. This one's popped up towards the dugout.
Oh,
we foul. Just can't make a play on that one.
Yeah, I was hoping they had to come back. So we need is that big infield out, something like that.
And I like what Gillick's kind of doing a little bit, you know, with these checkbacks. He's getting the batter on his feet, on his toes.
Yeah.
You know, 1-2 count. You don't want this as a hitter. You know, you're playing scared ball at this point. You know.
Well, like I said, he's got 4 pitches that he could throw. When he has them all going, it's unbelievable. We'll see what he has confidence in right now. Right there.
Get him for strike number 3, and there's a strikeout. So we're faced with 2 outs.
But see, that was all set up. That was all. And Brewer's nodding his head as he's going to the plate, but that was right there.
Yeah. And now we have Alex Epp up to the plate.
Epp's been on base twice with 2 walks. Grounded out the first inning.
Epp will swing at the first pitch, and we'll make the routine now by Drake Gerard on that one, and now in the inning for the Newton Sluggin Rebels on defense. So now we face the bottom of the 7th as the Diamond Dogs lead 5-4 to the Sluggin Rebels 4. Or that made no sense, but whatever. We'll be right back.
Hey.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 7th. It's Caleb Hill is now Caleb Hill, the DH, is now here to lead off for the Sluggin Rebels. It's still 5-4. We're very much in this game as we have a pitcher's or a mound visit for Jake Burkham. Jake Burkham's stats this season for the Diamond Dogs: he's 2-1, 4.5 ERA, 5 games, started 1 game. He's got himself a save and 12 innings pitched on the dot. He has himself 10 strikeouts, 6 walks, and he's gave up 14 hits. So he's had himself a pretty solid season so far. As his last outing was July 1st against the Cannons. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, had 1 strikeout, and only 7 batters faced. Interesting to see what Hill does here, and now he has a favorable matchup. So that's going to be strike number 1. It's a beautiful night out here in Newton. So that's going to be outside for ball number 1. 1-1 the count. And Hill is now in a favorable matchup, so we've seen him hit, I think he went 3 for 4 the other day, as this one's hit towards the first baseman, and that gets right by him. And Hill is rounding second, or rounding first for a stand-up double, sorry, but a sliding double. That's a great hit by Hill. He gets right on base for a leadoff double. So this will be great for Tyler Palmer, the center fielder, to come back and do his thing. Palmer. Thinking about swinging first pitch, but takes it back and gets ball number 1. One to count. Palmer swings that one. That'll be fouled back. 1-1 now. But the spread I have so far is unofficial. Diamond Dogs, 5 hits, 1 error. And the Rebels with 4 runs, 5 hits, and 2 errors. And Palmer looks at another high ball.
Tyler Palmer, the new batter for the Sluggin Rebels.
2-1 count. Dalton Patton is on deck. Palmer swing at that one, fouled off. So now we have a 2-2 count. And you can just smell it smells like it's about to rain here, That's the thing about being from Kansas, you can smell rain from a mile away. That's 2-2 with, make it a full count now. Full count for Palmer. This Carve is joining me back here after doing some GM stuff.
Yeah, running around, Now my crew takes care of everything, so but I just like to walk around, say hi to the people down there.
Palmer, full count, pops that one up, but it'll be out of play. And I was talking about,
So we got a runner on second.
Yep. Hill with a leadoff double.
His second double.
I was saying earlier, you can just smell the rain, about to come in, It's a full count now. Palmer.
Oh.
Gets a swinging strike 3.
Need to move him over.
Because the Rebels, 1 out's 1 out. Not ideal, but it's not the biggest, mistake in the world, I guess.
Right. Well, and the thing is, right, the middle of the order right now has got to step it up.
Yeah,
Patton's struck out. He did get sack fly, Then it grounded out 4-3.
Yep, the bottom of our order's kind of having some trouble with.
Well, Bell's got on twice though in the 9 hole.
Mm-hmm.
But
I guess the mid spot,
Yeah, I mean
with
that's
Pat and
just
Elliott and Shaver. I mean, Shaver drew himself a walk, but Pat and Elliott are just.
okay. Got him over.
That's
what we needed.
Over?
We needed that right there. Now, now what he's got to be, Pat's got to be thinking. Let's see what the defense does. See if they come in.
Yep, it seemed. I mean, first baseman's coming in a little.
Yeah, but you figure, let's see, they'd be calling them in. They're staying back. I mean, if they stay back, I mean, all you got to do is roll over a ground ball and you score.
Yep.
So, but they're playing back.
Pat will take a
And
swing at that one.
in the young, like I said, in the young hitter's mind, it doesn't have to be a long fly ball. You can just roll over and you score a run. And our infield, because it would just hold it. There's no way they're going to throw him out.
You should get a good jump right as he makes contact, So that one.
So this is big right here.
2-2 count.
That's what you look at. You look at at-bats when you go through as a coach and you go, where are the crucial at-bats? I mean, we've had quite a few in this game. And this is one right here because we could tie this up.
2-2. So that one's fouled off towards left field.
There you go, battling. And it's not easy. I mean, I understand everybody knows it's not easy to hit a baseball. It's one of the hardest things to do. But right now, just if you can just make some contact, put the ball in play, you score a run.
Easton and Elliott in the hole are on deck as Patton sets a second strikeout for the Rebels so far in this inning. Elliott just trying not to make it the third strikeout for Bauckham.
Yeah, Elliott struck out twice now and then ground out to the pitcher, so he's definitely due.
This thing about Elliott, I mean, just got to stay patient.
And this one thing, I was going to say, this one thing that we've been doing better is putting the ball in play.
Elliott swings at first pitch, and that'll just be grounded to second baseman. And he'll make the play on that one, ending the inning. And, I mean, that's just not the best way to end the inning with a leadoff double.
Yeah, you just got to get
over to third.
I mean, whatever it is, if it's Tyler Palmer, whoever, you have to get him over, which we got him all in that pass ball or wild pitch.
Yeah.
But we just didn't do the job there. And I would say, I just look at it, just get on the plate, just hit the ball. Just don't try to do anything more and all that. But, the guy came back and made some good pitches right there. And you got to tip your hat to him, the pitcher there for Cheney.
And with that, we'll bring up the top of the eighth, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the eighth inning as the Rebels with Zach Gillig just look to, get a quick 1-2-3 outing. So he starts off with a strike.
What's interesting right here, two old teammates right here. Played a couple years together with the Rebels.
Enzo looks at strike number 2.
So Enzo should know pretty much everything that he throws. So it's going to be, let's see what happens.
We'll see what Enzo does.
Mm.
So that one's called for a ball. It's going to be called for another ball. 2-2 now.
Yeah, wasn't too far off, would you say, right there?
Mm-mm.
Seeing, like I said, it's kind of fun. It's a cat and mouse kind of game right here because they know each other really well. And
So
Enzo won that
is-
battle right there.
Yeah, and that one's hit towards the center fielder. And that'll be a base hit for Enzo.
That's, seeing we saw the philosophy of the leadoff hit by Rodden. It's right up the middle the last inning, too. Just taking it right up the middle.
The catcher, number 31, Francisco Guevara.
And this is his second time that he's seen Gillig. He popped up at third base in the 6th inning.
Francisco Guevara.
Yeah, he's walked, flew out to center, and then the fly out to third.
Gillig checks back Enzo. Safe. Gillig looks back. Showing bunt as he bunts it towards the third baseman. This might be he's really Gerard was really thinking about doing the double play, but
Was anybody there? I didn't.
I don't think anyone was there to back him up. So he just got the safe play safe out at first.
And Gillig went over to cover third base. He kind of fell over there, so they're going to check on him. Yeah, he tripped on the bag when he was running over there. But coach checking on, I'm sure,
I've done that. I twisted my ankle. I tweaked it. And man, tweaking your ankle while you're pitching is like the worst, especially the one that you kind of have to step off of. For me, it was my left foot.
I think I've tripped over every bag. I mean, it just happens. You slip on home plate. You ever done that?
I've
if
not
it's a wet, yeah, I've done
I haven't
that.
slipped on home plate yet. So I've slipped in the batter. I've fallen on the batter's box. Now 1 out. Runner on second. That one's just a little blown away for ball number 1.
So you got two different thoughts here. I mean, for us, we got to stop them. We got to keep it a one-run game. And for them, they're trying to get some more separation as a scorer.
5-4. So he'll hit this one towards left field, and Bell will be right under that. He's going to try and tag up, and he will.
Yep. Barely got in there. I don't think Bell had a chance to really get behind the ball.
Yeah,
It was a good play that he made out there, though.
very tight, catch, but now we have 2 outs. So I mean, it's not the biggest worry in the world.
You got to get this. George Speck, one of the best hitters.
Yep.
Had a great season, two great seasons at Dallas Baptist. So
Man on third, 2 outs. Now look at strike number 1.
and a lot of guys like Speck and all that, their experience, they won't overswing. They just want to get that run in.
We'll look at strike number 2.
Now, this is tough right here. I
Yeah.
mean, they go 2, but all of a sudden Speck gets into defensive kind of mode, and he's going to swing anything close. But what's Gillig going to throw? Anything close?
He's already had an 0-2 count against Enzo, but that ended up in Enzo's favor, taking, I think, 2 balls and then hitting one up the middle. Nice heel.
Try to go outside and just missed. But see, that's the thing. Enzo is an experienced player. And what he do? He took it up the middle. Now, young Enzo, I mean, a few years ago when he played for us, I don't know if he would have done that. He might have taken the big hack. But he's experienced now.
He's trying to get him with the outside pitch, but
Yeah, Zach's really fallen off the mound more than I've seen him. Usually, you want him to come downhill, which he usually is really good at doing.
Speck is not moving anywhere. He's watching that outside pitch. Gillig with another outside pitch.
Yeah, he's trying. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to go away from him, put some movement out there. And now this is it. This is going to be.
I think now Speck, you're just expecting a fastball, maybe inside.
Well, he's going to throw his best pitch that he feels comfortable right now. Like I say, I don't think he has all four working, whatever that he has. So we'll see what happens.
Or maybe an up and high fastball. I'd be shocked at that one. As that one just got away from Gillig, and that's going to be a walk. That's another 0-2 pitch count that we've had for Gillig, second one of the inning, and it's just not ended up in his favor.
Yeah, and you don't see Zach walking too many guys. He's usually, like I said, when he's on, and you could probably look and see what.
Yeah, I'll see how many walks he has. I'm pretty sure it's got to be pretty low. There he is. 18 strikeouts on the year. And now they're going to have a mount visit.
Let's see how he's feeling. Might not, that injury.
Yeah, and Zach Gillig, so far he's only been responsible for, hasn't gotten a win yet, but I think there's been a good amount of chances where I think he deserves a win.
Yeah.
He has one loss, 1.28 ERA, which is very impressive.
Yeah, no.
5 games. He started one. He's had 2 saves and 14 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, only 6 walks.
Yeah.
And
so that's what they're looking at because, like I said, when he kind of injured himself and how he was falling off the mound there.
Yeah.
But he's a competitor. He's the type of guy he didn't want to come out of this game.
Man, I'm looking at the stats of that Lobos game when I went to, 13, 14 innings.
Right.
And he had a -9 opponent slugging average.
Yeah.
Slugging and wow.
And how many big outs, bases loaded he got out of, jams. I think he came in the game like that,
Yeah,
so
he came in with bases loaded, I'm pretty sure, with 1 out.
Mark, you got any classics? Yeah, anything you want to hear?
That's a big cut there.
Swung at. Strike number 1.
That's Rodden. Now Ron got the base hit in that 7th inning off of him. Start off the inning.
Oh, 1 count. Another outside pitch. Yeah, it just seems like no one's biting on those.
Yeah, no, it's
he's trying.
Yeah, and usually he hits. Like I said, he'll backdoor it. Let's go backdoor trying to. And it's just off. Yeah,
another outside pitch.
That wasn't too bad, but the umpire, is not.
He's trying to hit that. He's obviously not trying to throw balls. He's trying to hit that outside.
Well, and
side.
He might be trying to be too fine, right there. But you can tell that's the plan. They're going away. Look at the catcher setting up.
Yep. Now it's going to be hit towards left field. I think Young would be or Bell would be right under that, and now get us out of that.
that ball was carrying. I go, oh my gosh, But.
So not ready for that one. As now we head into the bottom of the 8th inning, as we're only down by 1 still. And as always, we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. As the Sluggin Rebels with Schaefer up to lead off is looking to tie up or get ahead of this game. And Schaefer's the lead off, trying to still get his first hit of the game.
Yeah.
Or first hit of the season at least. And he drew a walk earlier. I think it was to lead off as well. As he takes strike number 1. But this is going to be a big at bat for Schaefer. I have to.
Yeah, we'll see what happens right here. If he can get on base somehow.
That'll be great because then we got Bell up
right there. He's looking good right now.
He's waiting for his own pitch. He's 0-2 right now.
Yeah, he's got to get on the plate.
But this would be great for Schaefer to get on with Jackson Young next up and then Bell. Yeah. And he'll just swing at that one. He was hustling.
Yeah, he hustled hard, but strikeout.
Strikeout for Buckham. 1 out now with Jackson Young, who's also not,
That's the 8th straight. That's the 8th strikeout for Sluggin Rebels tonight.
Jackson Young, he
3 in the last 2 innings. He's got to put that ball in play. Give us a chance.
If Jackson can get it in play, that'll be awesome. So he'll hit this one up the third and get right by him.
There you go.
I think that would count as a base hit.
Yep, that's a base hit. But he gave him a little top spin on that. Strong young man. Just hit right through there.
So now we have the hot hand and Jack Bell, who's had himself a pretty good game so far. A home run here would probably solidify him as a player of the game.
I could say so.
To get a leadoff home run with all these great plays he's made out in the outfield.
2 hits.
So he's going to lay down a bunt. This one will be to the catcher. He thought about throwing to second, but he'll get Jack Bell at first. But now Guerrera's up to the plate.
Yeah, I kind of wondered about that because that ball is right up the middle of the pitcher.
I think he did. He tried to aim it, anywhere else but the pitcher, but I think that's the only way he could have probably gotten it down. As we now have 2 outs now of Guerra.
Guerra, I think so, one of the leading hitters in the league.
Very dangerous right now.
But you got a runner in scoring position.
So Guerra takes strike number 1.
Yeah, they've been throwing a lot off speed to him, have you noticed?
Yeah, no fastballs to him because I think teams have learned their lesson of throwing fastballs to Guerra. 1 count.
Wow.
He thought about it, and he...
Yeah, that was, I don't know. That looked... I was looking where the catcher caught it. Way down.
It all depends. It's not really where the catcher catches it. It's where the ball
but
crosses.
that ball, it was way...
Mm-hmm. They're trying to get him at the outside again. Guerra's going to foul that one away. 0-2 count for Guerra.
Like I said, we've had these situations right here. This is what defines you. As a team, in championship teams, they say, again, stats, 80% execution. You can execute 80% of the time. Whoa.
They thought that was it.
But he hasn't been calling that. That's why
Gillick,
Yeah, Gillick was finding out. He wasn't calling that. So he's been consistent.
And he
line drive right wow. I thought that was going to be a line drive at the middle.
Well, it was a line drive.
It was
straight
right
to the pitcher, but amazing reaction time by Bockham.
Yeah, he did a great job right there and got out of that situation.
As now we head into the top of the 9th. Only down by 1, and we still at the bottom of the 9th to go now. As the Diamond Dogs look to take the plate and get more, safety runs at least.
Right. This, and then tomorrow we play. Just to let everybody know, we play at Cheney tomorrow and Saturday. Day off on Sunday. We're back here on
Monday.
We'll be back here on Monday.
Okay. And with that, we'll take a quick little break. Hey, welcome back to the top of the ninth inning. Is Zach Gillick still out for the
Yeah, he's still out
Sluggin
there.
Rebels?
I guess he's all right.
Yeah.
Now, see right there, I mean, usually you just watch when he usually comes towards, down the hill, and then he comes right towards, and then sometimes he'll fly off early.
Yeah.
And I think as long as he comes straight down that hill, right down the mound.
And he'll crush this one to center field.
Wow.
And Palmer be right under that.
He hit it right
That's
on.
a great play by Palmer to get Ashby out.
Yeah, I've been so impressed with Palmer. I saw him make a great catch, and Kingman last week. I mean, he is unbelievable. Like I said, if we had a Gold Glove award, he would definitely be one of the guys out there.
Our outfield. That's the thing. Yeah, but, I mean, going back to our defense is just what keeps us in the game for most of the.
And you remember, first of the year, you're doing. They're having 3 or 4 errors a game. I mean, we got 2 right there, but I mean, it's been a pretty clean game. I mean, really, it's not. It's But I remember we had 4 or 5 errors, but it's like we're getting.
If we have an error, it's going to be a mental error. It's not going to be a fielding error, I would say.
Yeah, and that's what those were. It was mental errors that they were, at the time, but they were turning into be physical errors because throwing the ball away.
So now it's 0-2, 1 out.
Whoa. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And sometimes I just.
Zach, I mean,
And he usually doesn't do that. I don't know.
He looks a little tired. I mean, he took his hat off trying to, cool himself off. I mean, he's definitely tired, but I mean, you only got, now you're 1-2 count. I don't think Coach wants to waste another pitcher tonight.
No.
So, especially against Cheney. Because that one's fouled back. 1-2 count now. 1 out. As they're kind of taking their time. I think they're trying to get new balls. Yep. Yeah, this has been a great game. Like, win or lose, this has been a pretty exciting game. We had a really rocky start, giving up 2 runs in the first, but we bounced back, got a run back, got a shutout, and then we gave up 2, but then we brought back 2. And it's been, shutout, and then we took advantage of it, tied the ball game, and then they took it right back and scored.
Oh yeah, no, it's been
it's been a roller coaster, I would say. Best way to describe it.
Well, this is what we were talking about. The Sluggin Rebels need to compete, and and right now, I mean, I'm not going to jinx us, of course, but I mean, it's just that. Well, yeah, I was saying that double-digit scoring. I mean, that's how hot this 16 straight games. Cheney has scored in double digits. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, both teams haven't even combined for double digits yet.
And 120-some games in a row. So, I mean, you look at it, what are they doing?
So there's a check swing, and he's going to call it not. But now we're facing a full count. This is the 3rd time that I've seen Zach get an 0-2 count. And
yeah.
He might.
Well, and I think he's trying to be too fine. I mean, just trying to hit that corner.
But he also doesn't want to give, too easy of a pitch to, this, the team that has it. Oh, and that one, it's going to be another walk for Zach.
Yeah, like I said, he's having a little trouble, especially with the off speed. I think he's coming around it too much, coming around. Because that's not Zach, usually.
Yeah, I mean.
You just talked about his stats. He doesn't walk that many. He's already walked, 3 in this game or whatever, 3 so far, which is half of what he's thrown all year, right? Because you had 6.
And all 3 of those walks are when he had an 0-2 count to start off with. And he ends up getting a full count, and they just.
Well, that's what I think. He knows that they're a defensive mode, so he's trying to make that perfect pitch.
Yep.
And I don't know, maybe just. And he's not getting that corner out there.
He's not. Yeah, I don't even think he's gotten a call on the outside yet.
No, that's.
So. Oops, sorry, that's not a strike. That was a ball. 1-0 count. Man on first. 1 out. We'll check him at first.
Whoa, it was close.
He's safe. Zach checks one more time.
Trying to keep that double play there.
Double play would be very big for the
Yeah.
Sluggin Rebels. They're taking a decent lead at first. It's not the biggest one, but I mean enough to get Zach to check back 3 times so far. And I mean, when I was a batter and I was facing, a 2-strike count and they would start checking back, that's when I'm kind of, getting a little antsy. I'm like,
Yeah.
is he going to pitch it to me?
Well, Scott can go. I mean, again, you got to know Pat Hahn teams, what they do.
We'll check back the 4th time.
Yeah.
Usually by this time, if you're at MLB Stadium, you probably get rains of booze.
Well, and that's, and he's trying to keep him back. He's trying to, trying to get in his head and say, "Hey, I'm watching you."
And here he goes, second pitch of the at bat, and that'll be called a ball. 2-out count now.
But he's a guy you want on the mound in these kind of games. I mean, there's no doubt in this, last 2 or 3 years. That's who we wanted on this mound.
The thing I do kind of wish is I wish they brought in Geisler. He kept Geisler in for a little bit more. That's just going to get right past Gerard for a base hit.
Yep.
Geisler got himself out of a pickle and got pulled immediately after. I would have liked to see Geisler play just a little bit more, and then you could put in Zach,
Yeah, well,
But maybe they're trying to save Geisler, for next game or something.
Know. But, it's just a situation. I mean, kind of a situational type thing. Geisler did pitch the other day. But this is pretty big, another big time in the game right here. Alex Epps, 2 for 2, 2 walks.
Zach, it's his first strike. I think Zach has thrown so many first ball strikes. 0-1. He gets that outside call finally.
And the one thing is we'll be facing their closer, who the other day came in the game, struck us out 1-2-3. Pretty nasty pitch. So
it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to play a lot.
But meaning and all that stuff. Yeah.
You're only down 1 compared to the other night. Allen gets away again. 1-2.
Yeah, I think maybe like a good slider, cut away, breaking in.
Yeah,
might get him.
Yeah, inside, because it seems like he's not going to call any of these outside pitches.
No.
You try and tack the inside. But maybe they're waiting on the inside. You just never know. Especially with the Diamond Dogs. This could be good double play attempt, and he will not get there.
Oh, good speed.
That was. He's running down those baselines. Nothing you can really do there. I think they timed that pretty well, too.
Well, the ball kind of held up a little because I thought at first maker he could just take it by himself, but he didn't have a chance.
I think if he took it by himself, it would have been closer at second than it would have been at first.
Yeah.
We still got 2 outs now, man on third and first.
Okay,
with Enzo.
No, it's I guess Alex Epp. Is it Alex Epp?
No, it's actually number 2.
Okay, we got a new. It's messed up here.
Dogs. Epp was the last at bat, but that was
there's
popped
a high
up to
fly.
left field. Gerard trying to make the play, and he does, as he makes it on one knee.
It's number 2.
And that'll end the inning for us as we head into the final inning, or possibly the final inning, for the Newton Sluggin Rebels as we're down 5-4 as we head to the bottom of the 9th, and
Yeah, we got to get the crowd going. Craig's going to get them going up here, I think. He's got a plan here.
And with that, we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the ninth as the Sluggin Rebels look to get out of this one. Or, get a walk-off, which would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some battles with these guys the last few years.
And we do believe it is either number 24 or 29. But I don't know if that's 29 because I don't think that it. I know
Point Street.
I know number 29. I mean, it's Andrew Wisner. He went to Eisenhower. He played with Spencer Maley. I'm good friends with both of them. But that doesn't look like Wisner.
Andrew Wisner.
And it is confirmed Andrew Wisner. I guess I've never really seen Wisner wind up like that. Unless this is a completely different. Unless this is a completely different Andrew Wisner.
It's at Pittsburgh State, I believe. Is that where he's?
Yeah. Well, he was at Butler, but I don't know where he went afterwards.
And they might have changed his delivery, which happens.
Maybe. I haven't really seen him pitch, but he was a great pitcher for us in high school, as he's now facing 2-0 count. Mm-hmm. This one's going to be popped up.
Yeah.
From Gerard. And there'll be a routine fly out for. For
Well, and
Gerard.
he had, two. I thought maybe he'd take a strike right there because it's 2-0, but he must have been a really good pitch right there for Gerard. Unfortunately, he just got under it. Like right now, Hill's 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 2 walks.
Andrew Wisner. He had a great career at JUCO, and they're going to say he did not swing.
Yeah, it's always tough on you have a first base umpire.
Oh, yeah, trying to check with
on a left-hander, left-handed hitter.
1-0 count for a Hill. One count now. Hill's 2 for 2 with 2 walks. And 2, is it 2? I know he has a double. So he's going to take a hack at that outside pitch.
Yeah, he's had some great at-bats with 2 strikes, so he makes these adjustments. We'll see what he does there. He's down 0-2 and got, what was it, about 12 pitch.
Yeah.
Got a walk. Kept battling, foul ball. Let's hope he does it again. Just need to get a runner on. But like I said, this guy's been tough. He came in the other day when they played us, struck out the side.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and he'll get a swinging strikeout. That's going to be a strikeout for Wisner. 2 outs.
It comes down to Tyler Palmer.
Tyler Palmer, who's been made some great plays out in the outfield tonight.
Yes.
But we have 7 hits, but we've been fairly quiet on the bats.
Yeah, I'd say lately we have for the last, since that 6th inning. That's when we scored the 1 run.
I mean, even if we're scoring, we still, just not getting as many, meaningful hits, I would say,
Right. Well, like I said, we had the 3rd inning, we did all right.
Yeah. I think what helps us, too, is, we get those lead-off either singles or walks. We've gotten those a couple times that started some rallies.
Right. Well, and we didn't take advantage like when we had the double the last inning.
Sure.
Or 2 innings.
I think that was
that
was a big.
That was 7th inning. We had an opportunity.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was a big waste of a player left on base.
Yeah, and that's you didn't the big things what you do in a one-run game, get them over, and then and again utilizing our infield, and this is something that we just need to learn is when a defense is playing back, you could bunt it, you could push bunt it, where you're going to score a run, you could roll over, you're going to score a run.
He's going to take that inside pitch for
and you kind of and the whole thing, Jerry, you're trying to do whatever you can. And I know most guys, they think, well, I'm going to hit a long fly ball. And unfortunately, sometimes they overswing and you don't get anything out of it. So, I mean, it's just one of those things that we got to keep learning.
3-0 count for Palmer.
That was a good cut.
Take a swing at the first one.
That was 3-0?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I've seen more 3-0 counts in the last 2 or 3 years. And
a lot more swinging.
well, and you're trying to get a runner on, try to get a guy on base.
They'll swing at that one. They'll be fouled off. 3-2.
But see, it was the same pitch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If the 3-0, 3-1, and you're just hoping maybe that pitch would have been a ball. Okay, he's got to make his adjustments, get on there. Still life here.
Full count now. Wisner gets a strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Newton Sluggin Rebels. As your score is now 5-4 for the Cheney Diamond Dogs as they pick up their 20. I think they're you said they're on a 20-game win streak, so that
22 or something, like that. But the one thing is they did not score double digits.
Yeah, I mean that's a positive. I think some positive you can take out of this game was our defense and definitely Geyser.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's frustrating because I mean we had a great opportunity and I mean we're trying to make that next step and we get to play them at their place. We'll be playing them probably the next 2 games and it's tough to play there because they got a big crowd. They know how to play their field real well.
Yep. And
they use that experience and we'll see what happens. But you never know.
Yeah. I mean, that's also the thing. When we're at home, you got to take advantage. We got to take advantage of this field.
Yeah. No,
we know how the field works. Other teams might not know. And but I mean, it was a very balanced game. Both teams had not the best pitching on both sides, but.
Well, a lot of walks, but then you look at the score, just like you were talking about, the plays, the defense, they came through. So, I mean, it's just one of those things. When you play a game, what I say, you got to have your A game.
Yeah.
And that means offensively, defensively, and pitching. And I didn't think we had, like I said, our A game. But guess what? We lost by 1 run.
Yeah, I think also one of the things that killed us was that, the start of the game, it was very hot out and humid, and you can also see if you went back into the game, Balin was just losing his grip. Balin was losing his grip very easily at the beginning of the game. He couldn't locate his pitches, and it's been a tough. It was a tough at bat, or on the mound. It was tough for Balin. He kind of started picking up towards the end, before he got pulled, but it was just at that point it was a little too late and. Came in and we made up for it and
yeah, I mean Jared, it's tough out there. He gets his team. I mean, we're both frustrated and kind of down right now because we had opportunities.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was frustrated. We had a runner on second. We're not moving him. I mean, just things that we got to learn as a team. And hopefully when you play these games and you go, this team Cheney's been a runner-up in the NBC World Series. Yeah. These players, all same players basically, all these guys, and they've been playing, and you go, why? How did they do this? Why do they do this? Well, one, we talk about experience. They know what it takes, and they battled, and yeah, maybe we definitely had something to do with it, I would think, but they also helped us out with some things like, the bases loaded, swing.
They missed a couple balls over their head.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, we competed, and that's what I want to see from this team, especially as general manager. I want to see this team compete, and I'm sure the fans and the parents and everything else want to see their kids come out here and play the best kind of ball they can possibly play. But it takes time, and when you play some really good teams, this is one of the top 25 teams in the country in summer ball. They got a ranking. They're always, top 20 at least.
Or finish high in the
so I mean,
World Series
so we competed against them. It's just that we just got to get – how do we get over that hump?
Yeah,
to me, it's experience.
That's why it's most frustrating because it's like we had this. We had so many opportunities to beat this great team, and it's just like we came so short, and it's just like it's just going to be another loss on the column. It's just tough to – well, they don't care. They don't really care how close your games are.
No, it's
all about wins or losses.
And the thing is, we got 3 more games against them, so it's going to be an opportunity to see what our guys are learning. They played them twice. The other day wasn't as it was a thing where we didn't have our full team, and so we're kind of like, all right, let's see what we can do. And we played a better game. I mean, we cleaner game. But tomorrow is just getting those big hits, runners in scoring position. If you have to move a runner, move a runner. I mean, just little things like that. You do the little things, and you find out that it turns out to be a big thing. Yep. And we threw the ball away a couple times, and that hurt us. So I don't have the stats on how many earned runs, whatever, but I'm sure that it doesn't help. But we did leave a lot of guys on base.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, Cheney, I bet you they're going to be mad. They're going to be mad that they didn't get, double-digit runs, so they're going to try and, adjust more. And, they're going to try and, chop our heads off probably next game.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to finish this out.
Well, they want to make a statement.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt about that. They're trying to make a statement and show that they are the best. In every game, it's important to them, too, because they've got teams behind them. And we're trying to get up there because Cheney's already in the World Series.
We're trying to fight for a position there. And
I'm sure Hutch will probably get in there. They always do. And so anyway, let's take a quick break. Is that right?
We'll take a quick break because your Bethel College player of the game is Caleb Hill.
We know that guy.
He went 2 for 3 with
2 for
3 with 2 walks.
Yep,
if I'm correct. And we will chat. I mean, that'll do it for me. I'm Jared Obleckner, and Carv will be right back with Caleb. And thank you to Bethel College, your hometown college. We are Thrashers.
There you go.
And with that, we'll take a quick break.
Testing here. Well, we're here. Sorry about that little technical difficulty and everything. Well, back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back player of the game. So I'm, it's, let's see here. Make sure Jared's got it. The dissolve. Forgot the dissolve. We always got to use that dissolve button. Remember that, okay? So anyway, I get us both in there. So anyway, I want to talk to you. First, we'll do the quick, because like I said, the fans and all that, the people. We talked about the other day. Now, I don't think we had too many. You might be one of the first back-to-back guys, player of the game. So it's, congratulations on that. That's quite a treat. So tell us a little about you. I mean, tell about just some people that might not have seen you before. Now we had that fly following us around again, don't we?
Yeah, it was around here when I sat down.
Yeah, but anyway, just tell me a little about you. Like I said, what college?
I'm in the fall. I'll be going to UTSA.
Okay.
And I was at Temple Junior College for a year.
And then this summer you were playing in the Northwoods,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yeah, with Waterloo.
And how'd that go?
That was fun, really fun. I think I ended up batting over 300, and I was only there for 4 weeks, but I made a lot of good friends that I still keep in touch with, and probably will for a while.
Oh, good deal.
Yes, sir.
So, where your hometown? Where's that at?
Midlothian, Texas.
Okay, and your parents?
Yeah, they're probably watching right now.
And what's their name? So
Joni and Chris, and then I have a little brother named Jonathan. But,
all right. Well,
he's actually 6'4", so he's not my little brother.
Wow,
yeah.
6'4". How old is he?
He's 18.
Gee.
19.
What sports
Something
does
like
he
that.
play?
Soccer. He plays
Soccer,
at
wow.
Sagu. Yes, sir.
That's pretty neat. Sagu, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's well, like I said, it was fun. I just wanted everybody to kind of know this guy and get to know him. And he's going to be with us for another month or so, and hopefully more. Maybe we get
hopefully
to the NBC.
Here too.
Yeah, and then next year, and you're going to help some of those players that you got that you met up there.
Yes,
bring them
yep.
in. So anyway, it's all connecting. That's what we're trying to do with the Sluggin Rebels. Let's talk about this game. And obviously you had a pretty good game. Going 2 for 3. You had double, walk, and double, and you struck out unfortunately at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing I was impressed was that third inning, you were down 0-2, and you battled.
Oh,
battle. I don't know. You probably had.
It was at least 10 pitches.
Yeah, Jared and I said we thought it might have been 12 even. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Like
what was it? And you might explain that. Especially when you're down 0-2. What's your thought process? Because you were definitely making adjustments.
Mm-hmm. I've always had it since I got to Temple. Once I get 0-2, you just don't expand the zone because then you'll chase. So honestly, you think about expanding, but really you're just shrinking.
Right.
And so if anything's close, you're just fouling it off or, hitting it up the middle is what I think every time. And I hit my first at bat, I had 2 strikes and hit it to deep center. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Your 2-strike hitting is unbelievable. It's great. As a coach, I was always, and you and I were talking the other day. 60, 70% of the time, you have 2 strikes. Mm-hmm. You're going to have 2 strikes, so you have to learn. If you cannot learn to hit with 2 strikes, you're probably not going to be a good player. If you can't hit a fastball, you're not going to be. You're not going to be a good hitter. And so you made some good adjustments today. What do you see? And now you got to face Cheney a couple times. Cheney is like, I don't know if you know everything about him. I'm sure you hear. They go to the NBC. Mm-hmm. They finished runner-up. They lost to Santa Barbara and lost to Seattle Studs. I mean, they're always one of the best teams. Mm-hmm. And they've won this league for I don't know how many years. My goal, especially as a GM part of it, and when I was a coach, was to beat these guys. Mm-hmm. And what do you see? How far are we from maybe taking these guys, or start playing a little better against them?
I feel like the past 2 games we've played against them have been pretty solid. Obviously, we just need to learn how to finish.
Right.
And, I feel like once we figure that out, I think it'll go a long way.
Then I know they've got a lot of experienced guys. We were talking about it. Their whole team, I know a lot of those guys, and they've been there for 3 years. Been playing, and we're pretty young. We got a lot of young guys. So do you see? I mean, you haven't been here that long. Do you see the growth in our team since you've been here?
Yes. And I can even off the bat, I noticed that everyone's already pretty close, and we're gonna be adding some guys, and I feel like hopefully that'll help us. With giving a few of the guys some breaks to have an off day to get their feet back under them and.
Right.
But we look good. I think we look good.
Yeah, and I think we get the opportunity. I know we're kind of down. Everybody, it's a little. Oh man, we almost had it. Mm-hmm. We get to play them 3 more times. And I always looked at when we played somebody that was supposed to be a better team, or was ranked. Like in college, I always looked at it as an opportunity because you go in there and go, hey, we got an opportunity because nobody's expecting us to win, except us.
Yeah. And
that's how I feel with these guys, with us. And so I think that when we go with their place tomorrow, they know that they've got. It wasn't easy. We stopped their streak of, I don't know if people realize, they've had like 16 straight games with double-digit runs. So we stopped them, and that's one thing. Now the next stop is we're going to, like you said, finish.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing is, I like what you said is about coming about next year, because that's all we're trying to do. We're trying to plan, but it's good that you get to see this, and I'm glad that you're impressed, want to come back and see what we're trying to do here in the community.
Yeah.
And and like I say, hopefully, I always said players, even at college, players recruit players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually recruited my roommate for UTSA, so he'll be here Sunday, and that'll be a big bat in the lineup. Yeah, so I'm excited for him to be here.
So great. Well, let me get you this here. This is the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, another one, man. Did you use the other one?
I did.
All right, this one.
Yes, sir.
Here you go. There's a big smile there. There you go. And congratulations. And let me get this all here because you are the Bethel College, and you know somebody at Bethel College, don't you?
I don't think so.
Your host?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Host, yeah, my host mom works there.
That's what I was going to say. So I was just going to
Yes.
tease you about that. So you do know that she helps with the Bethel College
Yep.
and sponsoring that. But anyway, I know you want to get going. And that's the ball game, folks. The Bethel College of the Year is Mr. Hill, Caleb Hill, and he like I said, we like saying goodbye. And you want to say goodbye to everybody out there? I know you got a lot of fans out there.
Yeah, I'll actually talk to my parents right after this. So
all right.
I'm sure
Do they
they're
watch
watching it.
this?
Yeah, probably.
All right. I can't wait. Are they going to come up and watch you?
Yeah, probably next
All right.
weekend.
Well, make
so
sure
I'm
I'm
looking forward to that.
They got to come by and say hi.
Yep,
So I've
for
been
sure.
impressed with this young man. So anyway, your final score was Cheney 5, Sluggin Rebels 4. We get to go back tomorrow, and you're pretty pumped up about that.
Yeah.
7 o'clock start, and we're going Friday, Saturday, day off Sunday, and then back here on Monday. So anyway, only the Rebels, let's see, just kind of go through some of the sponsors here. I want to say thank you to the Colonel. Did you have a good time at the, I guess, the Military Day the other day?
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
fun,
we actually
wasn't
had
it?
a good turnout,
Yeah, it's a
too.
great
Yeah, that was
turnout.
fun.
We love seeing that. These guys, it means a lot to see that. So we saw Peyton, Pa, Attorneys at Law, Pizza Hut, Newton. Pizza Hut's really stepped up for us. Midway Motors, Bethel College, Dillon's, the Oldham family, Curtis C's Diner, Shamrock Car Wash, Central National Bank Roofing, Services Limited, the Carl Hodges family. You haven't met Carl Hodges, you will. He's the owner. He's got started this in the year 2000. And he's like
cool.
a legend, so you'll get to meet him. B&B Lumber, Freddy's Frozen Custard, Graber's Ace Hardware, Arby's, Applebee's. You've been to Applebee's, right? Not yet.
Not in a while,
Okay.
no.
Ray Roofing, AutoZone, Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts of Newton, and Intrust Bank. Special thanks to all our host families. I mean, they're pretty special. You've got a special one, and thank you, Newton and Wichita area for opening up their home and their hearts to these college ball players. Tonight's game production is Sluggin Rebels baseball. We will see you, and thanks to all the staff here. Mr. Jim does a great job over here. He keeps you guys director of hospitality, and we do everything with Jared. For my partner, Jared, he's well healthy now, and we're glad to have him back. So anyway, everybody have a good night. We thank you, and anything you want to say.
I think so.
Okay.
Just got to bring it tomorrow.
Bring it tomorrow. We'll remember that.